isolated some anomalies, but I don't like I can't say whether ghost or no ghost. I think that audio is one of those ones where ghost hunting, ghost hunting. It's not really ghost hunting till you catch a ghost. You're just capturing audio and looking for odd anomalies in the audio rather than
you're looking at white noise, basically.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I could fill a white noise channel with the white noise. I like 4 hours of wind chimes and wind in Rosemont, California. Oh, I fall asleep to your channel every night. Like, you're white noise hunter? Yes, I'm white noise hunter. Dude.
All right, that's certainly a thing here. So I came across this. Here, let me look at the fucking stream. What the fuck? Whomst. Okay, Equestria Heart here. Eric Johnson, Dr. Mueller, Hidal Hillhole.
Sounds
like a lot of Yiddish.
Yes, it's fine. Don't you start on me, So we're joined by, we've got the dream team in the call now. So no matter how boring or shit it is, Brony Inspector will detract away from it being crap. So
there's nothing.
Yes, I've
nothing to worry about here, guys. We're in good hands.
Yep, we've got Brony Inspector.
I got a variety pack of White Claw, and we're streaming live.
Oh shit! Should I be drinking?
Not unless you want to be as bad as I am.
I do. I totally do. You know what? I actually have alcohol in my room, so fuck it. I don't even have to get up.
I guess I'll join too. I don't have to get up either.
Yeah. If you guys are expecting any professionalism today, boy, did you get ripped off? I feel sorry for everybody in the
everyone but Elf.
Just like it will be at BabsCon.
Sorry, Elf.
Yeah, even if, Elf goes, I'm not going to drink anything. We're just going to put the glass down in front of you, and when Bernie Inspector, needs a second shot, he's just going to steal it.
I was just grabbing another White Claw.
Yeah. All right, back to...
Yeah.
Oh, it's good Rum Island. Oh.
Black Cherry is by far the best flavor of White Claw, which is kind of funny.
So... Well, many of these,
if you think about it.
Many of these links are in the description below. This is the actual article. It says, this explains the censorship that Twitter's director of Trust and Safety Council, Jen Clark, is a Trump-hating, pussy-marching, far-left lunatic. Let's see here. We are reporting in July 2018 that this Twitter has been long accused of censoring conservatives, and Twitter has indeed censorship and shadow banning the President of the United States and Donald Trump's Twitter account, The Real Donald Trump. So here we go. This is the actual account. I believe that's the face. Let me get to a little something more on point. This came from Ethan Ralph. Motherfucker. Here we go. You've probably seen many of these in the, it's actually on the thumbnail. I refuse to accept the willingness of some to perpetuate lies and to ignore Donald Trump's post-election behavior and ill-advised choices. Isn't, Twitter supposed to be kind of impartial for the election?
I get the suspicion that there's been a lot of pressure to get him off Twitter from, perhaps the inside. We've never had a White House that operates in this way where the president's on Twitter constantly. Obama would tweet sometimes, but that would always go through the White House press corps and all that.
Yeah, and here's my point I want to get to. For any of you guys who follow me on Twitter on a regular basis, I'm often sitting there covering pedophiles on a fairly regular click. I'd say somewhere between a third and fourth of my tweets are about these assholes, and the other part is me being a dumbass or retweeting cat pictures. So anyways, they're able to go after a whole right-wing party, but for some reason, for whatever reason it is, people like Jen Clark don't seem to have the time of day to go after pedophiles. And I don't know, I just see the kid avatar there, and I go, I'm not saying anything. I'm just
saying, looking at the way things are, it doesn't seem to you that politically, Ed didn't kill himself, that politically protecting pedophiles and going after our current Oval Office might be something that someone like Jen Clark gets pressure put on them to do. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, let's see the Jen Clark. $100 to anyone who can name and show evidence of Trump institutionalizing policies and positive casual impact on unemployment rates of black people. How about you offer $100 to fucking out pedophiles on your fucking platform that you might have some fucking influence over?
Oh, that'd be good. Oh, $100.
Yeah, there's
shit.
There.
Like,
I
dude,
remember
Zoophile police would have like $100,000.
Yeah,
like that guy'd be rich.
Yeah. Coyote Lovely came across a Twitter account that was called the Daily Fucking Pedophile, and I tweeted that this same, these dumbasses and shit.
Okay, so the Daily Pedophile, who would be a millionaire by now if this $100 offer were extended to the same thing. It's as if, go after pedophiles and your whole family and friends wake up with Havana syndrome is what happens.
Yeah, it's just saying you are a complete and utter failure, Donald Trump, and you're a disgrace to your country. Well, I don't know. Seeing as how, Jen Clark, that you're part of, was it Trust and Safety? How many pedophiles are in the White House, and how many pedophiles are on Twitter?
Okay.
and for a record here, let's go the extra mile. Donald Trump, I mean, granted, he did the least of the other all three parties, but he signed into fucking, the PAC Act just passed that would help. Yeah, that would just protect animals. What have you done, Jen? The fuck have you done with your goddamn time? Holy shit.
Right. Look, any president with the time to get to that piece of paper would have signed it. It was obvious, but still. It's not like he held it up.
Yeah, I was concerned about that. Now, for anybody who wants to make sure whether this
edge of my seat till it happened, honestly.
I didn't get this one. It was just them showing that they got, organic chai. I was like, is this the proof that they're, like, a yuppie?
Yes.
Okay.
They went to the co-op, I did, listen, I had another podcast about, doing wizard stuff, and we spent a whole episode just derailed talking about the co-op once, so that doesn't prove anything to me. I live in California. I love the co-op. Okay. Get that good shit. Oh, some organic chai. All right, I want some of that.
I'm just going through these because it's supposedly, I think from Nick Monroe's point here, is that this is someone who's basically tweeting at people who are associated with Twitter. I suppose it could be all bullshit, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting enough that.
Well, here's the thing: if this is the trust and safety thing, then this is the person behind that. Then it explains who gets banned and who don't. It definitely helps color in that picture, if nothing else. Just when I get done, they're like, we're doing farewell episode on the other show. I'm like, oh well, listen to me with FNGR if you miss me on this show. By the way, anyone who thought we were alt-right, I'm totally not, and you don't need to worry about that. Now we're doing this, so all right, par for course.
It's not a good sign. Oh, are you bitching about Yahoo? You cunt! Now it's personal.
Oh.
Bitch about
wait, you want my mom to not get any email?
Yeah, no shit.
What the fuck is your problem?
Hey, look, I use Yahoo Mail.
Yeah, right, my mom uses Yahoo Mail. Oh, you're telling my mom there's something wrong with emailing her?
Yeah,
fuck you.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm out. I can't watch this anymore. I'm ashamed of this
said
country.
Babs at yahoo.com since 1991. You can't just take that away from him.
God. Save my family from Hitler. Okay.
Wait, what did that say?
Yeah, I'm just going through these as fast. I refuse to accept the willfulness of some of the perpetual lies to ignore Trump's post-election behavior and ill-advised choices. And I was like, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. You could throw people off of Twitter, which you've clearly been doing, I'm going to assume. You've certainly not made it a safer place for people. But you've sure gone orange mad bad this whole time. So there we go. If anybody else has anything else to talk about.
Well, I mean, Icarus, that's obvious. That's one of those things where that's pretty much the obvious political move to make when you're.
Oh, Rouge tells me this artist freaking is a fan of mine, so I should probably not be going through that because they have 18 plus during stream. So.
That is true.
I would have gave them a shout out, but I was like, you know what? So that's as far as that goes.
That's the way things are these days.
Has anybody read 1984 by Orwell? No, but
yeah,
I've heard
couple times.
I've heard a lot of people reference the fuck out of it constantly every 5.
So my issue with Orwell, or my issue with the standard interpretation of 1984, is that people feel like he was writing about a dystopian future when really he was writing a story about the current world he lived in. That the way that the government controls the message was already as bad as it was as he described in 1984. He just had to set it in a completely destroyed society for that message to resonate with anyone. So I think that if anything, 1984 was not a futurist work, but a reflection of its own time more than anything.
So I noticed
great book, one of my favorites.
Doc here sent me a message. Hopefully none of these are illegal or nude. So, what's up, man? They suck off LGBT. Well, what did you do? What happened? Violation of... We've all gotten this one. It's fucking Ruza potluck. I blocked by plot cunt G's. I can't quite remember why. I think it has something to do with having a Nazi PFP or being obsessed with Nazis or him. It's just very silly, emotionally driven tranny. Oh no, you cannot be... You cannot say tranny on... when I mentioned that there was a bunch of LGBT people who were responsible for the BronyCon cover-up, I got fucking sat down to a 12-hour timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. For anybody who bitches about YouTube being unfair to talk about any damn thing, Twitter's worse.
No, I really don't. I don't think that's the message in 1984. I think that the book is really constantly misinterpreted in that way.
For anyone who said dark mode, I mean, I'm on it right now. Why is there a dark mode?
Plus, he was like, it's super British. Like, hope you're ready to read something super British.
Nice. How was your day at work, honey?
It's like America Bad in the same way that Top Gear is America Bad.
You had a real easy layup there when I said, how was your day at work today, honey? It would just been funny if Brony Inspector would have answered with something.
Oh,
well, such an easy layup.
Have we used any products from the following companies? Unilever, Aldi Incorporated, Trader Joe's, ExxonMobil. Like, just looking for open class action lawsuits to see if we can get a couple bucks in a few years.
Oh, that reminds me, I better fucking follow up on that one thing. I've got to like the 20th to sue be part of a class action lawsuit versus my former employer.
Oh yeah, dude, just check that box. Get in.
Oh
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
So Kayla, the non-offending Chad, has joined the chat right now. Yes, the non-offending Chad. The no Chad.
No,
the no contact Chad, yes.
No, someone else just got here.
God. Me. Everywhere I go, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I guess.
Damn it. Hi, FGR. How's it going?
That's going good. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else to really go on about. I think that was it.
So wait, there are pedophiles in what now again?
What is?
Like...
What?
There's more pedophiles on Twitter than in the White House.
Yes.
God damn it. I feel disgusted knowing about that now.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me. I'm going to go...
Well, Icarus, when someone says what a chat is, I think it's a catch-all term for a dude who can, nail a girl, basically.
Chad.
Yeah.
The virgin. Well, see, that's the thing. It depends on whether you're what a Chad is, what it is, socially speaking. That depends on whether you're a Chad or a virgin, I guess. Like, Chads wouldn't use Chad as derogatory, but a virgin might. But a Chad who can a virgin and a Chad be friends? Let's figure that question out first.
I mean, somebody's got to go get coffee. Fuck.
Right. What do you want? You want a coffee? 3 coffees.
So, I guess since we ran out of that, Brony Inspector, did you have any thoughts and opinions on the 4th episode of The Mandalorian? And
when did that show get gay?
Yeah, I know.
When did that become fucking just like I felt like the setup to that was like, am I watching an episode of Horsing Around? And like Boba Fett's like, oh, now don't you go using the Force on anything. Like,
I'm just imagining that woman
uh-oh.
walk. Are you saying that
Mando
woman?
and the kid, Mando and the kid.
Are
They're just doing some stuff now.
Are you saying that female actor walked on the stage and said? Are you saying that female actor walked on stage and just said, "What is this? A collab?"
What are you? Oh, look at us! What is this? A crossover episode? Like
Jesus Christ.
Like, no, they had this like, well, this could turn into a family sitcom at any moment. Mando and the kid, they're just working it out now, tripping ST, like fighting lots of guys. Like,
Would you guys
all right,
tell you what?
all right, guys,
I
remember,
probably
pillage, no rape.
No,
This
tell
is
you
a
what.
low key rape.
No,
Like,
tell you what.
Damn it.
I probably won't be able to play this show, but would you guys like to see some stills in the stream since I'm actually signed up to fucking you know what?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let me blank the screen, and I will. Well, most of the people in this room who's wanted to see it has. So, don't go nowhere. We'll be right.
Mando's cousin Boba, who lives in his van, is coming for this episode. Like, the audience all cheers as soon as he walks on the set. Woo! Hey, everyone, it's me, Boba Fett. Like, woo! The studio audience is just going nuts. Like,
Okay, bug.
All right.
Mando and the kid.
All right, nope, stop playing. There we go. Excellent. Oh, fucking hell.
Such a stupid episode.
Oh, it is. So, we'll break it down for you on how you guys should save your money on getting Disney Plus until until the season is over, and then we can fucking stop talking about it. So
No, we were gonna have shrimp cocktails at the dinner party. We can't not have shrimp cocktails now.
So, it goes from this fairly badass experience to for example here, they're getting rated by what I'm going to count as Spaceworks, right?
Rape, no pillage,
Yeah.
no rape.
And you know what they take? They take space shrimp. No lie.
Blue.
I'm trying.
Just like space milk.
Do you know how it's space shrimp? Because it's blue.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like space milk.
I'm trying to find the space shrimp.
Space fucking milk. Jesus.
Star Wars did in the first Star Wars. They're like, well, we can't just have them drinking milk at the dinner table. Why don't we dye it blue and it'll be space milk now?
I'm trying to find the fucking shrimp. Damn it! Oh, there's the basket of the space shrimp in question. It's the big plot device of fucking
They
episode.
stole the shrimp.
Yep.
Pillage, no rape. Didn't like the raiders just came in. The villagers hid very well, and they took the shrimp.
But there
and
it
left.
is.
You'd
This is the
you'd
star
think
of
people-
the episode.
You would think people who have this threat looming over their head would just be like, no, we learned to produce twice as much in a season, and we leave baskets of shrimp at the edge of the forest so that the raiders leave us alone. Like it's a like they know that we're afraid. They know that we're afraid of them, and that's all that they want. Like they don't kill anyone. They don't take any women with them. They just want the shrimp. That's all.
And this is
Oh my god.
so this is what Mandalorian does after episode 3 where he gets the fuck away from his bounty hunter fucking group. He goes to Space Bennigan's with fucking whoever the fuck this is. We never hear.
Oh yeah, like hi, welcome to Space Bennigan's. We're out of everything, so like a regular Bennigan's.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
Yeah.
There yet, Space Denny's.
yeah, you're welcome. No, it's welcome to. The theme is it's rustic space planet.
Yeah, so here's the whole thing. He overpays her twice, and his only request is watch the kid. Guess what she doesn't do? He gets into a fist fight where he damn near torches a bitch, which is probably the coolest thing in the fucking episode. Where is it? Fucking hell.
Oh, this was a fun scene. We had
Yeah.
a martial arts expert with us when we were watching this.
Yeah, and you know what
And
breaks
I
up
was
the
like,
tension? One second,
Hey, martial arts expert, you want to
Yeah.
chime in here?
Oh,
Apparently, this fight was just for show. They were just doing that for fun, I guess, was the point.
oh, what the fuck? It's really hard to catch the right frame.
Okay, Alf is Gordon Shumway. His name is Gordon Shumway, and he eats cats and apparently uses Cosby-style tactics to have sex. He's a bad dude. If he comes to your house, don't let him stay. Sell him to the government. Call the government immediately. This is my lesson from Alf.
I guess, yeah, the big payoff after the fight is that there's the little baby fucking Yoda sitting there, like, sipping whatever they call his spatcha or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, spatcha. I guess that's what it is. It's like a pumpkin spice latte.
And I guarantee you, since there's a Star Wars part of fucking goddamn Disney, you will be able to buy that sooner than you think.
Oh, you're gonna be over at because you're edge of the universe down in fucking Anaheim, next to the fucking stroller parking and the place where they like tore down a good ride to build a fucking spatcha stand. It's gonna be there.
So
it's gonna be some place where fucking like they'll be like, this is the tree where fucking Walt Disney would stick his spearmint chewing gum every single day before he went in to create this company. Cut it down. We gotta put a spatcha stand in here.
So, like, see these two ham and eggers right here, fucking goddamn Harold and Kumar? They walk up to him, and they're like, we want to hire you. And he's like, what do I look like, hired help? And that's my whole thought is, that's what I assume that fucking,
what is being armed constantly, wearing that armor, walking around being part of the guild of fucking bond agent or warrant agents and bond officers or whatever the fuck the robot called it. Like, what is the point of advertising the fact that, yeah, I'm in the guild of fucking bounty hunters if you're not a hired gun? That's, what do I look like, a hired gun? Yeah, it's on your fucking badge, you fucking asshole.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. By the way, Elf, not that anyone
says hired gun.
Not that anyone's angry, Elf. But why specifically did you throw out that one troublemaker in the Discord?
Oh, did the elf fucking go fucking rogue? What happened?
No. It's okay. So I'll explain.
The elf bags. Yeah.
There's this one. You aren't gonna get to meet fucking gay vampire anymore.
Oh no, I'm not. I heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and Rouge like they threw out gay vampire.
Why you gotta like?
And I was like,
you can't just keep someone around long enough for me to have my fun. You just gotta.
They are. We lost the next Aria Diamond guys. They're I was about to say they're halfway between Kayla and Aria Diamond. They would have been like a nice tweener, or like,
Anyway, like, yeah,
So let's spoil it. The big takeaway from this episode is that they have fucking, what do they call those AT whatever?
The ATST.
Yeah, the two-legged
walker,
tank thing.
The chicken walker.
Yeah.
Which the whole point of having like a 25-foot tall freaking thing with two legs that balances itself is so that you can like step down into things like swamps and ravines and not tip over. And that's how they tip it over. That's stupid. What's the point of it being it's not all terrain. That's AT. What do those words stand for? All terrain. If it can't step down a 3-foot drop and not fall over, it's not very all terrain, is it?
So here,
that's fucking dumb.
We'll show you
that
what
was
we're talking
fucking
about.
dumb.
Where is it?
It pretty much is.
Yeah, basically this thing fucking runs into a terrain, falls over, and it's defeated.
Yes, like a terrain. One terrain.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, they dug a hole.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You're kidding. You're right. A terrain. One single terrain. That's AT. All terrain. Scout transport. That's what it stands for. If it ain't all terrain and then it can't transport, then it ain't shit. And apparently it ate shit for no reason so they could win. It was stupid. Stupid battle. Made no sense.
Let's see, what do you guys wanna, where the fuck is it? Dashboard. Better engine.
Here's the thing, big black nemesis. My issue with that is,
I feel like a real asshole. I did.
It has been considered that ATSTs are relatively hard to tip overable. The part of their invulnerability is that, like, they can kind of walk over and down anything and not tip over. the shortcomings of them were when, like, okay, if you can bombard the cab and kill the operators, then cool, you won. If you can tie up the legs so they can't move, then that'll throw off the gyroscopic controls or whatever, and they'll fall over. Like, just throwing one terrain at it to make it fall over makes no sense. It's designed to do the opposite of that, is not fall over when it hits a terrain. So, and I would say better engineers definitely could have done one that would never tip over no matter what. But what Star Wars has shown us up until now is something very different than what whoever wrote that battle scene gave us in that episode. Nah.
Yep. So yeah, just for anybody who wants to check it out, if you can't get enough of Baby Yoda, which don't get me wrong, it is cute.
Keep on trucking, space baby.
Yep, that's the whole payoff. Yep, there it is. There was this big epic battle between these two yahoos.
Baby Yoda holding a cup.
Yep,
that's the new meme. Killers.
That's some true epic Star Wars right there.
Sips Lipton tea. Yeah, there he is. You want Kermit sipping the Lipton tea? There it is, fellas. Write your fucking memes, you fucking dumb fucking zoomers.
Since I was showing the space shrimp before, and unfortunately my screen was blank, I cannot let the beauty of this space shrimp go by without my fans seeing this shit.
Yes. Blue shrimp.
There it is. I found it. Oh, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, there it is.
Damn it. Nope. Yep. Well, I want to get a better shot of it. There it is. No, motherfucker.
Almost. Close.
The elusive space shrimp.
The elusive.
Blue shrimp, dude. Those are as rare as blue raspberries.
Yeah, no shit. God damn it.
They look like baby
there
raspberries.
you can kind of see them here, I guess.
Oh, there it is.
One blue like.
No.
This is why one rando I think had to be fucking shot. You know what? I'll
Dude,
say...
they're shrimp, but they're sour raspberry flavored. Yeah. That's the only difference.
And this is the big
They taste like gummy shrimp.
There's the space orcs.
We're gonna get all those gummy shrimp. Remember, Village, no rape. Woo, gummy shrimp. It's gonna be one great movie night. What are we watching? Mandalorian. Oh,
I hope it isn't our episode.
Oh shit. I don't want to watch that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Just if I could save anyone $1, what else does fucking Disney Plus have? Let's check out originals. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I guess Lady and the Tramp.
So there's Lady and the Tramp. You got doggos. That's cute.
Yeah. Hero Project.
I like the original one better.
Everyone will.
What time is it? I guess. Jesus.
This is Slim Pickens, guys.
Oh yeah, big time.
Boy, oh boy, this is some Slim Pickens.
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen Coco yet.
What else we got? What else we got? We got The Force Awakens. Okay, Free Solo is a pretty good movie.
Okay.
That guy was the drummer in my friend's band, but then he quit the band to start mountain climbing. So yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good movie.
Okay.
Let's see what else is Empire Strikes Back. Where you can't go wrong there.
Do they
guys.
not have Star Wars?
They got Empire Strikes Back right there.
Well, no, but I'm like saying, so you have Empire Strikes Back, not Jedi, not Star Wars. You have.
They just want you to watch Empire, huh?
Okay, well, like, don't get me wrong.
Well, no, fine. Watch that. Oh,
dude, no, there's a New Hope.
Wait, no, Finding Dory. I don't want to see that. Inside Out. Oh, no, there's a New Hope. That's good. Watch that. That's good.
I've seen Zootopia.
I'm not a
dude, Aladdin. That's worth a fucking view.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the good one. It's not the shitty fucking one.
Yeah, Aladdin. Watch that. Yeah. You get some. No, like that whole thing where every Pixar was like, we need a 3D section where they're going through a tube or a tunnel. They ripped Aladdin's balls right off. That was the first time we ever saw that shit in a movie. It made everyone come in their pants. It was amazing.
God,
Jesus Christ.
I know they put it in every movie afterwards, but that was the first time we saw that shit.
God, you'd think there'd be more TV shows.
You'd think.
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on. What do they got? They got Simpsons. There's plenty of great Simpsons to watch, guys.
Yeah, it's Clone Wars, but not that I would ever encourage someone to pirate, but you could find that elsewhere.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, and Simpsons, like I would say, how much early Simpsons is on the Simpsons?
Okay, I guess we'll peek.
Yeah, why don't we take a peek here and see
season 1.
Okay, we can go. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the hair. Okay, there's the Bart joins the mob classic episode.
That's a good one.
This is these are some good cuts here, guys.
Yeah.
Click on any single one of these.
Let me just make sure.
Anything here. These are all good.
Oh fuck, they've got it all. Even
These are all decent episodes. And they got up to 17, so now it's getting bad. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Getting way worse. Not so much.
How many fucking seasons are there?
Many things to watch here.
Okay.
And no. Okay. Right as you scroll through. Oh yeah, a Conan O'Brien episode. Amazing. Wait, no, these are getting worse.
Oh Jesus.
So yes, Simpsons up to Zombie Simpsons. Go ahead and fucking throw that on. That's worth Disney Plus.
Okay, as you can see, I haven't been watching very much. Okay.
Yeah, I mean there you go. That's everything on Disney Plus, guys.
Yeah. Save your money, get Netflix, or as Rouge did, she was smart enough to get the Warner Brothers package so that we could watch Harley and is it Harley and Ivy or just Harley?
Who got it?
Rouge did. Rouge, are you
Rouge
there?
got it.
Rouge?
It's just Harley.
Okay.
Hi, Rouge.
Yeah, it's the new Harley Quinn Batman cartoon, and
It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
She works at a Hooters.
No, that's the other one where
That's Batman and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a different
Yeah,
one.
there you go.
Look, one of them she works at a Hooters.
Yes, it
That's that
essentially
one where
is.
she bangs Nightwing.
Yep.
Bangs.
Some people got really triggered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people got real triggered because she tied him down, and they're like, "That's against his will." And I'm like, "Well, just how he used to be, maybe."
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see what his will We'll see what his will desires after this.
Doc, if you want in the call, I thought someone added you to this room, didn't they?
No, he's not in limbo.
Oh, I'm not heartbroken then. I thought he was Chad, but the dude who changed their name.
That's Danny Boy.
Oh.
That's me.
Okay. Sure, my bad. You're kind of acting like my ex right now, Doc. I'm going add me.
That's
me.
okay. That might be fun.
Yeah. I guess. One sec. Doc muted.
Step 1, make 2 confusing tweets.
Step 2, profit.
Step 3, demand into the chat room while live streaming.
All right.
Step 4, punch Anthony in the balls.
Jesus.
God.
It's a good thing I didn't try and tackle that bullshit
Dude,
earlier.
you got a $9.99 fucking super chat.
Oh, wait, really? Fucking who is dumb enough to give me? Thank you very much.
The Chicano Brony.
Oh, I love this guy. He's good people.
Yeah, he's on point.
Yep.
What a guy.
Yep. Thank you, Chicano Brony. You're definitely welcome. If any you want to ever hang out, I could always use a few more Mexicans. Unless
That's
doesn't
right.
like
That's
You were- Oh, wow.
nice.
What? I'm Mexican.
No,
Shit.
like I think
I know
that
you are.
I think Anthony really means that. That was like the nicest way he could say is there's too many white people.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'll just go back to the way ethno state now.
Manage group. All right. Since Doc thinks he's too good to join the call.
Wait, what? Someone wait, why not?
He asked
Doc now?
Yeah, he asked to come in, and then he didn't join, so I guess he's gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, fuck it.
I don't wait. You don't wait 1 minute.
Yep. Don't say I didn't try.
Quick on that draw.
Yep. You got to.
Yeah. What was something supposed to happen? Why did he want in for?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. Good work.
And I was like, I don't know, maybe he's flooding the room in stream. Shit.
I mean, it would have been cool just to have someone crash the stream. That would have been fun.
Yeah, that's why I let him in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, weasel your way into this call. It might be fun. Like, there's nothing, but then didn't come?
Nope.
Who does that? Dude, you weaseled your way all the way into the live stream and didn't even do it.
I'm prepared to even talk to Hateful Tate now. We're going to reach way down deep here.
Yeah, I mean, right.
I guess I could reiterate what I've been offering repeatedly since Therapy Rarity said, look, if anybody retweets a certain tweet of mine, I'll give 50 cents towards a child's charity. So here's my upstage moment. If fucking goddamn Therapy Rarity comes on a stream for 1 hour, I will cycle through and only have one extra person for like 5 minutes at a time. Probably like going from like Leo Convoy to Brony Inspector, grilling him. I will donate $200 to the charity of his choice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. No, I don't think. I feel like you may or may not have done the math, but I don't think he gets the kind of retweets to even match that number.
I think there was 13 retweets, so
yeah,
he lost
exactly. Okay.
Let's say $7, $7.50.
He spent $8. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, that's pretty good.
Okay, Chicano Brony, no doubt about that. I'll be down to chop it up with a fellow Mexican. Well, what's your Skype, boss?
Nice.
Yes. Mi casa, su casa.
You can always tell when Anthony is bored whenever he's willing to bring any random.
No, this guy's actually
stream.
not a random person. He's been a constant.
Hi, Elf.
supporter
Yeah,
of
and
the
Elf, on
streams
for the
whole
record,
time,
I could swear that's how I found you. So.
Yeah, Chicano Brony has been someone who's like tuned into every stream and gives money regularly. So not even quite just like a random person, I would say.
Pale Knight, no. No daddy spooning for you.
Also spoon me, daddy.
Jesus.
Be little spoon for Big Daddy Anthony.
God.
Oh no,
The ship
Anthony.
is sailing.
There's been some confusion with the rooms at BabsCon. Looks like we'll have to share a bit.
Fuck off. I can pull some strings. I think I have enough juice
Oh
to get
yeah,
you to
later, skater.
I can I have just enough connections, maybe, if I really beg. Throw some money
like,
around.
Don't worry, I would get out of there faster than you could say like what.
I mean, I almost like fucking winded up having to stay with Creepy Reading and Brawny and them.
Yeah. Creepy stayed at our fucking space for one night and borrowed my air mattress, which is just like, all right.
Nice.
You know, how many times you think that'll work, Mr. Internet Celebrity?
Yeah.
You think everyone's gonna put up with you doing that?
Okay, so someone asked a good question here. FNGR, what was your weirdest experience at BronyCon? Oh, fuck, which year? Let me start. 2015.
I think they mean in all the years.
I think it's more fun to go through because we had dead air and now we've actually got a conversation.
Yeah, this is actually a topic.
I didn't go to 2019. 2018. I guess when me and Brony Inspector went looking.
Yeah,
for
I would say. Okay, here's what was weird about that.
Well, set the stage.
I'd been at my booth the whole day. So the fact that shit was happening right as I came up one escalator and Anthony was like coming down another, and he's like, so any interesting shit going down, Inspector? And I was like, you know what? In a day of complete boredom, as a matter of fact, there is. So take it away, Anthony.
Yeah, so basically Brony Inspector said that there was some dude.
We had just happened to cross paths. We had seen each other at the beginning of the day, and I was at a fucking docky booth all day. So this was like the one time I walked away, and we just so happened to run into each other. So it was like one of those BronyCon coincidences, I guess. But yeah, go
the
on.
gods called for it.
Yeah.
Just to drive this home a little
Then
further.
we went running around because there was some dude supposedly passing out like little acid on like some kind of plastic like lanyards or some
well,
shit.
they were gel tabs on paper, and I actually figured like that's actually case closed. And the security guy who was like, I might know who have been given these out. Like he knew who was giving them out. Like it was. it was definitely out of our hands once we were like, hey, that guy's giving out acid again, which I'm fine with as long as you keep in the hotel rooms. But like once you're hanging out at my booth going like, hey, everyone, I want to see a bunch of bronies freaking out on acid. Like that's how we get a nightmare night, or not nightmare nights. That's how we get a Harmony Con. Like, oh, medics get called and people wind up freaking out.
Someone asked me, he's like, what was the con that you met Webcake? The time where I actually talked to Webcake was 2018 as well. Creepy Reading had he forgot his like Apple iPhone, whatever the fuck, or Google phone like charger, and like nobody wanted to talk to him and help him out with it, including Josh. And he's like, you gotta help me, man. I don't have any way to get back to my hotel room. And I was like, oh, don't worry. I know. I'll call to my favorite person in the world, Kichi, will get me out of this. And she laughed at me and hung up. She's like, fuck that guy. They all laughed. So, like, she literally told the whole party to laugh into the phone. I ain't helping that guy out. I'm going back to drinking now.
This is what everyone... Creepy gets this every convention he goes.
And I was like, well, that's Kichi. I'm not correcting her. Fuck it.
Every con, Creepy.
So I winded up like, I don't know how, but I think we went into like the lobby trying to look for help, and I ran into Webcake, and I was like, oh, Webcake's like probably reliable, and she came up to the, I don't know why she came with us. I'm not mad or anything. I'm just like, I don't remember why. There was probably a reason. And
it's
like
the con. Sometimes people just are like, yeah, though we're hanging out.
So
like,
it was
you don't
all
need any reason for it.
Yeah, it was all cool. Then we fucking like took her, or she's like, I guess I could walk him back, but you're gonna go with me, Anthony, so I could get back and get mugged in Baltimore? No. So
she fireman carried all.
Yeah, she flipped him over his shoulder and walked him into the badass, dangerous vault of Baltimore, and I wished her luck.
Yeah,
that's the story.
Pushing through a Black Lives Matter protest. There's a homeless riot with fires a few blocks down. Just like, get out of my way! That Creepy Reading needs a fucking ride home. I'm not paying for an Uber.
We can't. He can't call an Uber because his phone was out.
Yeah, his phone's broken.
Yeah. That might have been like the weirdest thing at fucking BC 2018. I don't know. It wasn't a super exciting con. It was okay.
It was super quiet, guys. Like, the funnest thing I got was like Waffles was like, oh, hey, I gotta go open the booth. Oh, here's Travis. Why don't you and Travis go out for breakfast instead of me and you? So I got to hang out with Travis on for breakfast in a restaurant that was a bank lobby. But yeah, he was cool guy, super cute.
Okay.
Probably DTF. I don't know.
For 2017, one of my fondest memories, I don't know if it's awkward, was just listening to Toon Critic going, I'm alone and single right now, and all. I remember thinking at the time, well, I'm not, so suck a dick. Sucks to be you. And yeah, it does kind of suck to be at BronyCon and to be single when other people aren't, but you know, oh well, it happens sometimes.
Or just have no passive game, because like if I would hate being like, I'd be like, no babe, we're gonna do a 3-way, it's BronyCon, come on. I don't want to. Come on, it's BronyCon. Like, that's what having a girlfriend at BronyCon sounds like to me. Like,
oh, hell.
All right, fine, but I get to pick who. Oh, it's gonna take all day. Like,
no, maybe that one.
Like,
no,
but you like, I'm like, really? Because single at a convention, that's just like, all right, where's all the gay boys at? Who's down to fuck? Like, that's like,
I
guess
guess
how is that difficult for anyone? That seems ridiculous to me.
The I guess the most inconvenient thing for like BronyCon 2016 was saving fucking Vita from the airport when it was sweltering hot out, and then him calling me in the morning, come on, we gotta go drink, like almost immediately at the beginning of each day.
Yeah.
No, the most awkward, which was also the most fun, was Toon Critic setting up Dr. Wolf's fucking like meetup table. And
doing the meet and play, like,
It was supposed to be 8 to 10 people.
Make sure that the table is ready and set up.
And guess how many people? Like 30 people showed up. And I remember turning to Toon at the time and said, "Look, I could probably make half of these assholes leave." He's like, "No, no." I'm like, me, Irish John, and Vito already got done drinking and eating. I mean, I don't need to be there. You tell me to fuck off. I won't even be angry. I won't give a shit at all.
I get it. Yeah.
You know, there wound up being 3 tables, and I remember like turning to Kichi on the way up there. I don't care what you have to do. You get to that important table, and like, Kichi like does this. Toon, Vita's creeping me out right now. You gotta help me out. No, okay, no, don't worry. And that's how she got her way to the good table. And after like 2 weeks after BC, I went and told Toon that. I'm like, you got played for a chump. You were a chump with extra chump sauce.
We went to Bennigan's, and it was a strange night.
I guess
my Khan family had a weird experience at dinner. Like, okay, so
there was some creepy guy who tried like grabbing me while I was sleeping at 2015.
Anthony, wake up!
I can't remember his name.
My name is Drew.
Yeah.
It's how come you never remember me?
Let's just say his name rhymes with Sakamu or some shit like that.
Why do you never remember me? No, it wasn't me. No. You never remember me, Anthony. Yeah. All the work I got to get to you when you were sleeping.
Oddly enough, I remember. Yeah, no, I've never been groped by Toon Critic. That would not fly. That would not have ended well for him. I'd have looked at him and been like, "Look, you could either run or stand and fight. I bet you can't do either very well."
Boy, you thought this was going to be a real different night than it turned out to be there.
Yeah, more BC stories. Shit, I'm trying to fucking remember a really good one.
I only went to the one. Yeah.
No, I went to 4 of them. The first BronyCon I ran into Toon Critic at the fucking airport, and he pulled out a paper. He was like, "Watch this." He had a note from his doctor that said he had autism so he could get on the plane early.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Toon Critic.
Really?
Yep. He had a note from his doctor that said that he had autism. I saw him get away with this.
So there's 2 things I hate while traveling, and that's amateurs and weasels. Now, amateurs you can forgive to a certain extent. It's usually families with a bunch of kids. You can't stay mad at these people, as annoying as their presence is. Now, there was a weasel at the terminal when I was there last, and while I was waiting, it was my turn in line next, and just before I got up there, he walks up beside the desk. He goes, excuse me, ma'am. He's like trying to get her attention. And I turn to his ass and I go, get in line. There is a line. There is a line to ask her questions. You get in line. There is a line. Like, I just kept saying that to him, and he shut the fuck up. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to check in so I can get my boarding group, please. Thanks a lot.
I think it was 2016.
Weasels!
Yeah, 2016, they all poured into Kichi's room or Common's room, I forget. It was either 17 or 16. I remember being dead fucking exhausted. And I think Finn was there, Lightning Bliss was there, and I just lost it and started screaming it because somebody's like, we could stay a little bit longer. I'm like, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of the room right now. I'm tired. Get the fuck out of my room.
See, it always sucks. Like, it's always cool when it's just the fam, but then some normie pops in and suddenly lights are getting turned on and everyone's like, hey, what are you doing? Fun time, right? Woo! And they're like, oh shit, we had just wound down for the like I had the same exact shit happen, and it doesn't seem to matter who it is, but then what happens is as soon as one person goes, no, everyone can leave, then everyone's just like, I don't want to be the joy kill, and then everyone leaves and you're like, oh, everything was chill. And it's always like one, like, come on in. Oh shit, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I thought it was like I didn't run out and tell people to fuck off and Brony Inspector's thing over at BabsCon. I let you guys do your thing. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where eventually I had to tell people to fuck off, and I was like, it was cool because like there was no need to tell anyone to fuck off till that one bro showed up, and then I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. No, I think I told you. Like, did I come get you at that point? I think.
Yeah.
All right, just checking because I was like, that's weird. There was some kid at the party that didn't feel like they belonged there.
Oh yeah, I'm not typical. Well, there were two instances where people were told to fuck off. One was when that person who did not belong there was doing things they shouldn't have been doing, and they were ejected. But that was after like a day of getting the complete picture. The other time was just like, oh, doing the fucking after hours cuddle party pile kind of thing here. Oh, you're gonna show up and get back into crazy anon shit talking mode.
So
kind of ruined it.
Casper Kane asks, why does Lily Orchid dislike Josh Scorcher? And I'm going to have to try and retell this story as favorable to Josh, just in case I need a favor. So Josh just wanted to cut ties, and he did abruptly, and Lily Pete got Lily Peated. That's basically what.
What do you mean?
Good old Jerry didn't. Yeah, good old Jerry didn't like that. Like, wait,
people can choose who they work with or not, and that's not like some people take that the right way and some people don't.
No, there might have been, Josh had just had enough of the Lily Orchid show and been like, I don't want any more, and we could. I've explained where I felt that stood on that, and there's better ways to cut ties, but he did it that way, and. Pete took it as horribly as possible, so I don't think it could have. There was a right way that would have made Pete happy. So there you go. Yeah, but that's why they have a huge hate boner for them. Catching pedophiles. Lily is good at that.
At what point?
Well, hold it. Their video spotlighting the topic certainly reaches more people. We would not have. Well, we might have gotten to Draco eventually. There certainly were people who were angry and bothered, but I'll give you that.
Yeah, like as a source, as someone like really doing their own legwork, I wouldn't say Lily is that.
I've seen people who done it worse.
Yeah, I've seen people do a lot more than them.
Yeah, I'll give Lily more credit than Dr.
Definitely good at boosting the signal of certain events. That's for sure.
That video could have been a little bit more planned out on Draco. I've explained myself on that there was a lot of things missing in the video. That's why we reached out to Draco. It's why after we even talked to is it Eva Halloween, I think, who was like one of the artists who've been harangued by Draco. I think they're still in this room right now. But yeah, no, I'll say that Lily got that ball rolling, but we had to tie up some loose threads on that one.
There was a couple things still left, but I mean, yeah, definitely.
Does she really hate Starlight Glimmer? I don't know. Could be a work. Maybe not.
Why she really hate? Starlight Glimmer.
Well, Sun Shit Simmer fans tend to not like Starlight, so.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's one thing. You'd hate to be. If you worked in an office and someone did your exact job and you knew everyone liked you equally, you'd hate that person.
Yeah, so let me explain it. Like, Lily Orchid dislikes Starlight Glimmer in the same way that what's the damn name? What's the brand that's not AMD?
AMD, like Intel people hate
Sunset Shimmer
process.
is like Intel, and that's why
Yeah.
Sunset Shimmer fans hate Starlight Glimmer because Starlight Glimmer is AMD. It's just a better product. It's a better waifu.
You get more for your money.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing. It's like, well, it was either we promote Twilight Sparkle, the supreme leader, or we put Starlight Glimmer in charge of the school for gifted unicorns. And she would have weaponized that immediately. So good work failing upward. Yeah, can't teach friendship from a book. We'll let your friend who needs to keep her nose to the grindstone and not take over the whole place.
I'm just like saying, man, Starlight Glimmer is like, she's like, a processor with like 60 cores. I'm just saying.
She's a 9-core processor for $140 on Amazon. You can go ahead and hate her if you want.
Good stuff. How is Arya Blaze Starlight Glimmer daughter or vice versa? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, holy crap, that was something. That wasn't even a work. That one just came up.
What?
Oh, if nobody heard the burp, I apologize either way. Jesus.
I heard it.
Yeah, that was fucking, it came up from like,
Your soul.
Yeah, it did. How many
That
people
was
love
a burp
Trixie?
of the soul.
There's two kinds of people. There's good, honest people, and then there's the douchebags who don't like Trixie.
I have no opinion on Trixie.
Jeez. I think that was probably the last fucking true sight of fucking, insight that fucking, I think, Faith Meliminis ever said. Imagine, like, Trixie sitting in your lap going, I'm going to destroy you, just kind of pet her on the head. Of course you will.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what makes Trixie amazing. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, babe, sure you will.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you two love her.
Yeah, she's a hoot.
Yeah. What's not to like?
I'm angry she didn't go evil again. It would have worked.
She will.
I thought that Equestria Girls series. Oh, I thought about this though. I was thinking about this. What's it called? Pony something or other. The new retarded thing that's coming.
Oh, Pony Life. Yeah.
You know what's gonna save that show? Starlight Glimmer is gonna save that show. she's gonna be so OP and memey.
Like,
and she's
right? No, right. It's like, really, the one that was the meme. Like, every pony meme boiled down to a single character.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna give you your own show. Like,
She is going to do what fucking Jim Carrey's going to do to Sonic. She's going to single-handedly save that show.
Right. The Celestia was the dumb, annoying princess, and like Twilight Sparkle was the snarky, fun unicorn. Well, now that Twilight Sparkle's the dumb, annoying princess, you can be the fun, snarky unicorn. Congratulations, Starlight Glimmer. You just got your own show.
You know what will do that for me? If they lampshade fucking how useless Celestia is in Pony Life.
No, he's not even going to be in it.
Oh, really?
Twilight Sparkle gets to be... Yeah, my theory... Or not theory, I'm just like, why would they even bother putting her in? It's just going to be the main six, and now Twilight Sparkle can play the role of the dumb, smart one. and Starlight Glimmer can be the OP fucking fan favorite. There. You got your own show, Starlight Glimmer. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why bother putting her in there? You just focus on the main six. You don't need to do all this like, oh, don't forget all the other characters. Like, no, format's way too condensed for that.
Right before the episode, do you have anything to add to that, AJ? Apples. Okay, there we go.
Apples. All right, good. Darling. Like, that's it. Like, Rarity shows up. Darling, apples. Zap, zap, zap. Friendship. It's methadone for it's like, well, this would have taken a full 35 minutes of riffing from bronies if it were the year 2015. So thanks to Pony Life, we have allowed bronies to get their riffing down to short 5-minute segments. As you can see, we are improving their lifestyle and hoping that they can someday recover from this disease which we have infected them with.
So,
oh God.
Yeah.
It's all in hopes to keep you on until next season.
It's the methadone of fucking pony.
It's methadone for bronies. Get them off that junk. It's okay. Yes, ponies. Yes.
Yes.
I went to BronyCon. Yes, all your friends were there. I'm sure they were. Yes. My little pony. Take my methadone. Truth is, I've been scoring pony down at the docks and feeding my methadone to the ducks.
Oh, God.
Why do you think the ducks at the park only like me?
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It ain't the stale bread. Let me tell you that.
That's how Fluttershy made all the animals love her.
Yeah. Once a flutter fag, always a flutter fag. This sad junkie. Just
you want me to
got the yay shirt on. Unshaven.
You want me to like pony life, Heffler, or should I stay out of my shed just once?
Yeah. For once.
He bleaches and dyes his hair light pink. It
Yeah.
looks terrible.
I do that. It does.
That's Monkey Jones's life. What has old Monkey Jones gotten up to, people?
Yeah, we have been out of that loop. I think we kind of were like, well,
Yeah, I feel
they
like
ever
I've done.
put that fire. We set that fire.
Let me head over there since I guess.
Let's.
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's take a look.
What should my drinking game be?
This man was canceled. I will uncancel him. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like very much.
Viewing my sex takes. Jesus Christ.
I'm told it's just a meme. He's not really doing his sex tapes. Reading the FBI case file about me. Also depression.
Every meme
I know.
that
I've been
UMLP
told.
show makes,
I've
take
been
a
told
shit.
this one's
Okay.
clickbait, so I'm assuming this one's clickbait too. So unfortunately,
14 minutes.
yeah.
See, usually when it's him losing his shirt, it's 30 minutes or more.
All right,
All the shit he plans out is 6 to 15 minutes.
All right, let's take a look. Where is it? Debunking. That's like an hour on the meltdown on the
That's
fucking.
pretty. Yeah.
Did he take down some of his dumber shit? I think he did.
Wow. Well, there's two kinds of drama, internet drama: the kind that ruins your life, and the kind that you choose to let ruin your life.
I'm done with Rusty Cage. I remember this one. That was actually pretty funny. So you know what? I'm going to assume all that. If he took down those videos, they must have been legit. The ones on Lou.
Chicano Brony, another $4.99.
Okay. Hey, Bernie Inspector F and GR, thanks for the short
Shout out.
Y'all cool homies. Peace for both of you. Yeah, no problem.
Thank
man.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Should reach out to us on Discord or whatever. I have seen the Onision Meltdown.
And it was slightly hilarious.
I'm not super fluent in Onision, so when me and Bernie Inspector went on to Patchwork Hearts video,
Whoa, that was not great. We apparently fucked that up a lot.
Yeah, I'm not an Onision expert.
Yeah, and we came off as very victim blamey when really we were just like, the lesson here is make yourself a tough target online, and I think that the fact that we made fun of Billy a little bit, or maybe a lot, depending on who you ask, like, Hatch got a bunch of like really fucking hateful shit sent her way because of that stream, which I felt fucking terrible about, but at the same time, it's like, you can't.
Yeah, what now?
Yeah.
She got hated for that? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Tell you what. I have an idea. We never actually, in stream, talked about what's it called. Where the fuck is it?
She might have taken it down.
What, the cider thing?
Or the Cider Fest thing. No, we never got to that. I thought we were talking about the.
Well, I did.
A very serious conversation.
I actually forgot. Like if I was gonna do the Cider Fest thing, we have a pre-recorded, but I have so much context to put on that, and I forgot about it.
Oh, it's so much inside fucking shit. Where like I remember like talking to Mitzi about this, and she's like, "Do you just like making me feel dumb?" I'm like, "No, this one's super stupid and complicated and inside baseball, and probably no one and just like fucking Coyote Lovely, why is anyone talking about this?"
Okay. All right, never mind.
And I get that, and I could definitely go on about it more if need be, and I would like to. And you know what's funny? Like, I have never spoken to Patchwork Heart about her stance on this and why she is so fucking hard on how she feels about it. And I would like, and I wouldn't skip a chance to do that. You know what I mean?
Well, we talked to him. I think me and Havel shared our thoughts, and it's all a little bit of a blur right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, don't worry. I feel dumb thinking about this case because it is such like con politics. It is if con politics became drama.
So let's see. What is the update on Grizzly the medic dude, anyways? So, here's the things I'd like to know about that. I'd like to know if he's still a volunteer firefighter. I'd like to know if he's still an EMT. I'm told that he's, persona non grata as far as cons go. He's not invited or allowed at any of those. So there's that, Jen. Trying to think what the fuck else.
Yeah, I can confirm that he applied for staff at BabsCon and was put on a list as soon as they found out who he was. So that's that I can confirm.
Did they ban him from going at all?
It would seem to be the case. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Good on BabsCon.
That would be the implication I got. They as soon as someone implied that might be happening, the higher up said, "Let's please move this to the other room," and I believe it was handled in in an appropriate manner. I don't see him becoming a attendee at BabsCon anytime soon.
He was interested, I think, in Windy and what the fuck else. There was another con that he expressed an interest in besides Babs. Is Everfree still going?
I don't know. Okay. Probably.
All right.
But, and that might be one where you could weasel in.
The two people I'd like to be able to keep an eye on Grizzly, but he's fucked off into the ether. The minute I hear about Therapy going to a con, believe me, you guys will hear about that.
Oh, and I almost hope I see this. I almost hope I see this guy at a couple of cons.
You know what? If I saw him there and I'm like, "Hey, could you smile for me?" and I'm gonna look for that gap between his teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know who you are.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm FNGR.
Hey, come on by.
You're gonna terrify the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna put my arm around him and be like, "Hey, Brody Inspector, you never guess who I ran into."
Yeah. Oh, bring him by. Bring him by.
I just imagine him going, "I'm kind of freaking out right now. You have no idea."
Like, Anon would like to have a word. Yes, you would seem to understand that. Like, yes, the convention. Yes, of course. The con. Yes, of course, the con. Did you really think you could come here? Really? Really, did you? Dude, did I do a good job acting like a supervillain? He got freaked out, bro.
That sounded like a Werner Wurzel right there.
Did you really? Really, did you?
Brody Inspector is this secret, mob boss behind the cons. That's my new headcanon.
You've never hung out in my suite at BabsCon, have you?
Yeah,
I've never been to any con you've been at, Brony Inspector.
Well, you're going next year, Elf. So
I know.
Here's what I would want. If I saw him there, I'd be like, I'm going to go up to the hotel.
Guys get the best of
and I'd be like, we'd like to get our fund refunded, and we'd like to get him thrown the fuck out. He can get his money back, but he has to leave. That's it.
I'm not paying for this room. No party, not this year. Get him out of here. No, he's stalking my friend Cherry Days. I don't need that. What? Yep.
About that, Brody. About that.
No, it's BabsCon. It doesn't matter whether that's.
Oh, okay. So
one of these days,
the alcohol is kicking in here, so my tact has gone out the window a little bit. I've already shown this one with Leo. We were talking and she's like, "Oh, this asshole," and I was like, "Well, it would be probably a pretty good PR stunt if you disavowed them publicly. Do you have any proof?" And I just screenshotted that and showed it to Leo.
Do you have any proof? Well, he admitted it. It's not the point. That's the thing. It's someone where I can see why she's publicly not disavowing it, because she doesn't feel the need to draw any attention to the issue. And if there is a creep, she would just like to avoid them.
Yeah, I was about to say this is a good move. You could be a good time girl with a heart of gold, and you don't want to do that.
She already has that reputation, so she doesn't
okay.
like this. She doesn't need to.
All right. Well, here's the whole thing. As far as I know, our dear boy, Critical Thought or Therapy Rarity isn't going to any cons, and if he is, he's not talking about it on Twitter. And I'm certainly keeping an eye on you, friendo.
And I know who to keep an eye out for, and it's not like dude can fucking
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? You know those two blackmailers? I'm gonna sick them on him, and they're gonna get their fucking wish. I have a plan. Anthony's gonna be like, hey, we know who you are, and then I'm gonna be like, oh really? You thought this con would be fun? And then those two people who love blackmailing.
No. I went the extra mile because he started assing off about me like vaguely, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm digging up that fucking polka dot penny dick that you have floating around.
He won't even know what's happening when it's happening to him. He won't even know.
This motherfucker.
I hope he comes to Babs Con. He'll think everything went fine and he solved that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be wrapped up by Thursday. By the end of Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday night, I think. I don't think that.
I'm
you know what? Those other two people who I'd love to get rid of, they might just cash their chips in and leave early if they get their teeth into a fucking target, a mark that easy.
It would be a shame if somebody blackmailed you.
I don't know anything about all that.
Like, I mean, if you wanted, like, you know, if you wanted to turn a map into a mark for people who want to blackmail people for doing that exact kind of shit, like,
I wouldn't help him out.
I certainly, no. I mean, I might, I'm like, you know who you know what? There's some people, I would just tell them, you know, there's some people who can help you right now. And I would point him that direction.
Are they barrel people or?
No. Okay. Remember that they're the same exact people who we kicked out of the party for that.
Oh, those weirdos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of those is a kid. I'm not sure. Well, maybe by the time.
One of them may or may not be a kid. It's all part of the blackmail scheme.
I don't want anything to do with all that god awful bullshit.
Like, they need to leave is the problem with them.
If BitChute ever allows streaming, which I'm told they're doing more and more, we will open up to fucking Therapy Rarity's Twitter and go through it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but in the meantime, not so much.
You have proof. We did all the legwork. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, look,
just don't know.
I was so kind of like, I just stared. I was like, I've done everything.
Like,
I sent that one. I sent that one to Noodle. They got a kick out of that. They're like, she just doesn't give a shit, does she? And I was like, yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I'm like, wow, like all the, holy shit, yeah. Hey, Cherry. Can I get a guy banned just by dropping your name, please? What? I don't care. Thank you. Like,
just pretend like you're really scared, and this guy's creeping you out, and you feel physically threatened. Okay.
No, don't pretend anything. I don't mean.
Yeah, I'll pay you to feel it.
He's too scared to even come forward and say anything. That's why do you think I'm here right now?
Okay, yeah, I like your spiel.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, look, like you guys are like it's flared. Like someone who doesn't realize, just like, well, I guess I know how nothing works, and couldn't see how someone could play this situation against me. I don't think we'll be seeing him at cons. It's just too easy. It's just too easy to fucking get him. And like, that's the thing. The reasons to get rid of him are actually good. It just sucks that the reasons that people usually get gotten rid of have nothing to do with that. So you've got to fucking play the game, I guess. Whatever.
Oh, God.
Frame him for stealing someone's hat. That'll get him banned.
You know what? As much as it hurts me, I think Therapy Rarity should be banned before Vita. Quite hands down.
Yeah, definitely. Hands up, no question there.
Yeah.
And if this is a lesson about why bans don't work and weaseling your way into cons is always an option, then I think that's the real takeaway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's banning a person is a symbolic gesture from a convention. It does not, in any way, shape, or form, keep that person away from your event. That's and that's a matter of, and I suppose that's just a matter of the way things go.
I was a little concerned going to Babs just because of what I heard. What happened to Jay Moore, and I was like, I'm not driving distance. I didn't want to be upped out of the fucking hotel.
Yeah, but you like that ain't. Nah, I ain't like that.
I was prepared to pay some money to make that go away if that situation would have arose.
Yeah, and I think and I don't think it was, because that's the thing. Like the J Moore thing last year, like everyone at the hotel and everyone at the con were kind of like, "Hey, MLP Suite, super sorry you got caught in the crossfire on this one, and hey, you know everything, and maybe just we won't do you dirty." Like, this is just a situation, kind of like, boy, it would have been great if Strumpet hadn't like freaked out and all that. And,
again?
Like the whole thing that Strumpet freaked out over was them taking pictures, which was just like, she did not know what she was freaking out about, because what had happened was that morning, the hotel manager, the guy taking pictures, had texted both me and Waffles and Willie and been like, "Hey, you never sent me the pictures of the suite once you guys got set up. I'm going to need those by like noon or whatever." And we were like, "Yeah, we'll get them back. We'll get them to you." So we had already agreed to let the suite be photographed. Like that was,
okay.
He was just there doing his job. And then Strumpet saw that and misinterpreted the whole thing as being something that this guy somehow didn't have the right to do, which the people who had leased the suite, Waffles and Willie and I, had already told the guy, and actually kind of fucked up ourselves by not sending him the pictures ourselves. He was in there taking the pictures that we agreed to, and and his one question was, "Hey, where's the glass tabletop?" And the answer was, "We moved it in the closet so we wouldn't get broken." But because Strumpet started freaking out about that before like the people who were actually running the room had a chance to deal with it, it got turned into this whole fucking thing that was like supposedly drama around the hotel suite that wasn't, when really like the J Moore situation had nothing, like the guy taking the pictures in the room had nothing to do with the J Moore situation. Like he was like, "Oh, security's going up there anyway, I better get this thing taken care of while I'm there."
So Jack here in the comment section actually brings up a point here. He's like, "Do not look at Therapy Rarity's Twitter. It's honestly shocked that his Twitter hasn't been banned already for the art that he posts." Lolly's banned.
No Clop law, yeah.
Lolly's banned, I understand, on Twitter, correct? I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, let's put it to this way. If you've got a strong stomach and you want to, improve the overall quality of Twitter, I'm just saying it's a possibility. If anybody wanted to head on down to Therapy Rarity on Twitter and maybe go through and report some things that probably shouldn't be there. Yeah. I have a person for you if you want to help out. I'll DM you later. I don't see why right now.
Yeah, why are we now? What's wrong with now? Let's do it. Let's go.
Discord.
Get wet, boys.
Do you have me on Discord? Yeah.
Yeah.
We could always move over there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. We got a hot take, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we got nothing going on.
We got a lead. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
We are BSing about stuff we've talked about already. Let us fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kidding me? I live
Let's
for this
do it.
shit.
Yeah. Let's go.
This gets me out of bed and puts me to bed.
Yeah.
I have a person. I'll DM you now on Discord. Cool. Okay. Keep it all YouTube safe. Discord, Alistair, are you in charge of a room we were in? There was some weird asshole that we were talking about. What was the damn room? Wasn't wishing you weren't here. Here it is. Are you a Discord Lord of Chaos? Discord Alice Squad. Is that you? We have somebody that we were looking into a while ago that we started hearing allegations of him being involved with a younger girl. Oh, is that you, really? Let's see. Yeah, what's up? I've got a person who's been stalking a girl. Excellent! Who would like to come along to Discord for this fun little nugget?
Fruiting that great.
Else?
Yes, please.
Alright, so Discord, there's a room that you're already in that I'm going to add Brain Inspector to.
We doing it.
Yes.
Doing it. We out here. We doing it.
I'll pot up that room up there right now. Let me grab Brony.
Version and Is it the one with Rouge and me in it, where I keep sending the peta faces?
Here, I'll grab Rouge.
Yay!
Rouge, grab me from there too.
Yeah. Bunk.
Fight me, Elf.
Please.
Yeah, grab Elf. I like having
I
Elf.
will.
Yep. I like having my dream team. Bunk.
School.
Oh, Caleb's offended.
School's out in Coolsville.
Discord, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
Do we have a full house here? Throw out Dino. It's your room. Yeah, we don't need him anymore.
I'll throw out Dino. Okay, no worries.
Oh, we got a few mutual friends. Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, Zizzy and Silver Shield.
Silver Shield, really?
Yeah, no, I just we got a couple mutual friends, so we must. You in HCC?
You got earbuds? Because I got an echo.
Yeah, I've got my headphones in, and they're terrible. They're really
Testing.
fucking terrible.
Well, no, you don't have them going through, or else I wouldn't get the echo.
Oh, I've got my headphones on, and they've got a microphone, so...
Yeah, but
apparently the headphones are picking up the microphone.
All right,
yeah.
so literally, if you go to the
they
gear
are.
here in user settings, if you set your audio to come through the thing here on like the video settings, or will it be input or output?
Output.
Yeah.
Voice and video.
Bunk. And bunk, just for example. Testing. Oh, good. I think he fixed it. No, he didn't.
Why don't you just get some push to talk? Bro.
Okay.
Doesn't solve the problem, but it fixes kind of the root of the problem.
Yes, to a degree. So who we looking into, boss?
Okay, we are looking into a guy called Darth Meta who would just not let a ex of hers go. Like, will not let her go.
Well, she hasn't met the raging bisexual yet, has she, Brony? Anyways. Sorry. So,
how bad is this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he keeps on making new accounts and keeps on stalking her on live streams and stuff.
Oh, do you have him on Discord?
Stalker. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
I should. One second.
Yeah, chuck him in.
Yeah, serial stalker. Yeah, let's get this
stream.
guy
Would you
on
guys
here.
like to have some live, real-time action?
Yeah, here we go. This is good.
1 second, guys.
I want to know what kind of mindset someone has to think this is okay.
I don't know, kind of like a cloudy brain mindset.
Because it's like I watched the first season of regular show and I thought Mordecai and Margaret were perfect for each other. Like, no, dude, he's stalking her. He's going to her work and stalking her. No, it was really romantic. I can't wait.
I'll have you know that's how Forrest Griffin found his wife, and he said after getting shot down a couple of times.
Yeah, no, like I kept going to the same Dollar General she worked at every single day.
It's like the difference between insanity and genius. It's only by degrees of success. The difference between a boyfriend and a stalker.
How sad is the person you're doing it to? How many times did they tell you to leave?
I'm very glad I didn't stalk Rouge.
I wouldn't have allowed it, Anthony. Don't worry.
Okay, wow.
I would have been like,
I am glad that I am able to progress through the elf's good graces.
You've been in my good graces for a long while.
What's the stalkeriest you've ever been?
I guess we'll talk to Archer.
The absolute stalkeriest you've ever been, Anthony.
Going after another pred. If you want in.
We talking about stalking in this episode.
Yeah. Well, maybe not a pred, but certainly somebody who can't fuck off.
Definitely a creepy, like just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out how bad it is. They're gonna pop in apparently.
Yes.
We going live.
I have an ex who's like stalking me, and it's like, why?
What?
Yeah, I dated him for like a little over a month in like
that's not
7th
very long.
grade, and occasionally he makes like a new account on a text messaging app and like messages me and is like, "Oh, I'm coming over to see you." And it's like, "You live across the country from me?" 1, 2, you don't know where I live. 3, no, you're not. And it's just like he does this, and I'm like, "No, block."
It must
and he
suck.
does that like every 6 months or so, and it's just like whatever.
It must suck not to be allowed in Elfland.
Well,
Well,
like,
I mean,
you know, you're saying you
He
get
is
like
the one who did cheat on me,
it's
so.
one of those situations where like you seem like a stalker, and then like, you know, she lets you think that because like she accidentally double booked 2 dudes to pick her up from work, and then you're like, you get there at the same time as the other dude, and then he's like, "Bro, hey girl, why was that other bro that you know I know knows you there? Like he seems kind of stalkery." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, other guy, he totally must be." And they, you know, they go and do whatever it is they're doing. But like, you know, this could all be a misunderstanding.
You make it sound like an Aria Diamond thing. Anyways.
It's not the other guy's fault. She forgot she asked both of them to pick her up from work.
Have you ever done this, Brony?
You know, it seems like an oddly specific scenario. I would. Because the other guy is automatically thinking, "That's stalker. What's he doing here?" Because he doesn't want to think the worst about the girl. What's that stalker doing here? Wait.
I'm glad you're home from work, Rouge. I don't know why I just randomly went there. Yeah, I don't know.
I know why.
Shut up. I don't know. I feel weird early in the day. I'm like, Rouge is probably at work. I probably can't talk to them right now, and I don't want to like distract them and get them in trouble. But you know, I don't know the balancing act between like affection and like what's too much. So I'm trying to be like.
If you got all cutesy fartsy on us all of a sudden,
No.
Anthony, because you got a new girlfriend, everyone would fucking hate you.
did, it's
So you better
great.
fucking remember that right now.
I cannot find
Okay,
him for
I
the
need you
life
to
of
stop
me.
because I like Brony.
What?
Oh, dude. Like where was this, Twitter or what?
Yeah. What's
He has a.
perfect?
I mean, do you have the girl he's bothering? Maybe she wants us
Yeah,
to
that
help.
might be even better. We could actually learn that lesson about tone that we did.
I think she's at work at the moment.
You are just a barrel of laughs.
This might be something.
What do you mean a barrel?
I don't
What do
know.
you mean a barrel laughs?
I'm trying to be cool.
How do you know the guy anyway? Like just from
Do you have any first-hand experience of this stupidity?
passing? Yeah. What's the deal?
Yeah, on previous live streams, and apparently he's just harassed this girl, and then it all started when they broke up.
Do you have the streams?
Oh, Jesus. Nope.
Oh, Jesus.
Cool, man.
You are the gift that keeps giving.
I know, right?
Fucking 4 prawns is not a galaxy.
Oh.
I suppose. I suppose. Oh, God.
Okay. Well, bear with you instead of Kayla. I don't know if it's an improvement.
No. Maybe this might all come together later. It was supposed to all go down right now, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are instilling me with so much confidence.
I
Lovely.
mean, what did
Well, what do you wait?
Did I
this thing
tap
is
you
for
on the
confidence.
shoulder about this?
Yeah.
How did I run
No.
into you too? I'm trying to remember this. Were you? Was it the Dark Harbinger thing?
We were doing. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was Dark Harbinger.
Here's how I would describe that. Usually, if someone shoulder taps like during a stream or anything, they'd be like, "Hey, I have something," and then they'll be like, "Oh yes, and do you want the Google Docs and all the package too?" And they will usually have something.
Okay, so
Even if it's not substantive.
I feel
So
like
that
I
would-
feel like getting
that
back
would
to this
be-
one though. Dark Harbinger is this guy who's been stalking fucking what was it? Spirited. What's his name? Spirit what? Nobody knows.
No.
Inverted Shadow. That's it.
Okay.
and fucking his name came up again, and then Sparrow here showed up. For anyone who doesn't know who Sparrow 9642 is, Sparrow was somewhat instrumental in bringing down Dusky Novel, and I was like, oh, it's good to work with another of the another of the crew again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You usually run it, and I was like, this isn't looking so good for so and so. I guess we didn't get to the bottom of that with Dino or whatever, because he ran off his friend here and said, stop talking to him. They're gonna expose you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what's to expose? Is that it? Did we completely run out of shit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Anthony.
You have him hard. Okay, Black Nemesis.
I'm sure something will pop up.
I know. I'm just looking through the comments here to see if anybody has anything whatsoever.
Cricket chirp. Yeah.
Yeah. Princess White Rose. I finally got into live streaming one of those such a long time ago. Okay.
In such a long time. Well, and I finally got to a live stream one of these in such a long time. When was the last one you saw? Like how long ago? Who all was there?
The person I need to get off my ass and cover is Spectrum Heat right now, because that whole story is bothering me.
I'm curious. I haven't been around. Tell me a bit.
So Spectrum Heat came through me through Marked Fauna, and goes, so I've got this stuff on, I think the guy's name's Dark Mist or Dark Magic or whatever. Something DM.
Dark Moon.
Dark Moon. And he's like, this guy's hanging out with like a 13-year-old and he's a predator. I was like, okay, I'll look into it. He's like, you keep my name out of it. I came forward and I'm helping you out here. I'm like, okay. So we talked to Dark Moon, who says, I am currently 17, the girl's currently 14, and me and the girl feel that this guy's a creepy stalker. I was like, okay, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but we had we talked to Dark Moon, who only talked to us in text. We started up a stream, and freaking we're like, hey, look, Spectrum Heat, I'm sorry, but they're calling you kind of creepy now, so we need you to come forward. I expect you to do this, and I have a stomach ache, and I'm moving, and you're blocked. So then I changed the fucking name of the stream about Spectrum Heat. And he eventually showed up. Here, 1 second here. Let me blank the screen here. I have some fan art that's lines up pretty good with this. From one of my new favorite artists in the whole wide world. This person is just a gem that keeps on giving.
Oh, Riddle!
Oh, God, Lightning Riddle. Oh, he's so good.
He's the best bean.
Alright, where is this person, this wonderful... Okay.
Doing this art, he needs to stop.
Anthony just keeps commissioning people.
No, this is all free.
Oh, this is all free.
I felt bad. I know it's not like the greatest thing in the world, but it's so funny. Holy shit.
We bore it and just keep spamming our freaking Discord with new ones.
All right. Oh wait, the Medicare one doesn't belong.
Oh,
there.
these are
the little blob things.
Oh.
So I'm gonna upload all these, and they basically explain everything that you need to know, more or less.
Yeah.
They tell the story. These. Let me.
My opinions are fact.
Okay.
Me know all the law. I'm big judge. I don't call people pedo, but you better not call me one.
Yeah, so this is Spectrum Heat, and this one wonderful human being. What's his name?
Riddle.
Yeah, Riddle of Lightning gave me these beautiful pictures making fun of Spectral Heat. He starts off the call, and I'm like, look, I'm not really concerned about the legality, but as a Baptist, morally, I think that this guy's a pedophile, 14 to 17-year-old. I know some of you guys don't. And I'm like,
okay.
And then fucking Leo Convoy joins the call and fucking just pushes this guy's shit in real bad. And he's like, well, what I really meant to say is morally. And we're like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. He fought us for like God knows how goddamn long. to not
think
get
I
in that call.
remem-
And we had one of his exes who said that he was dating her when she was 15 and he was, or 14 when he was 17 or some shit. We didn't have any proof of it. That's why there isn't a full video about
Riddle Lightning is the hero everyone needs right
I guess
now.
so.
Obviously, like yes, dark sign. Yes, the Riddle Lightning is America's #1 son. Keep on trucking, Riddle Lightning. You keep on trucking.
That's the best. But yeah, I anybody who has any information on Spectrum Heat, especially about him being involved with younger kids, which there have been some things, but I can't prove anything, so that's why there's not like a full-on video. But I'm certainly looking at him sideways, and it's weird that just somebody like this came up to me and like, I want you to keep me anonymous. And I remember talking to Fauna, and she's like, I don't really know the guy. You know, kind of stepping away from him now. I'm like, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
How fast he was quick to block me after I was started asking questions.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this is some of that. Some of that deep state fucking
some-
pony shit.
did some
yeah.
orbiter try to fucking weaponize me? I am pissed.
Well, from talking to someone today, they have been going back and forth fighting each other for months now.
Okay, so at least he's
So
an
I
asshole.
think this was his next turn of, okay, well you fucked with me, let me fuck with you. I'll get F and GR on you.
I
wait,
remember.
that backfired.
I absolutely remember this guy. So here, let me blank this screen and fucking grab the Spectrum Heat's fucking greatest hits. This is the best. This is the first time this has happened to me online. Probably not the last though. Where is it? I believe I called this swatting.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
I have to bring this up because it's just too funny to me. Open original. All right, let me increase the size
From
of this.
one named Sydney says, okay, here you go. And here's a screenshot from Spectrum Heat saying, the people I know, all they need is a Discord ID and a username and a couple days. But don't worry, it takes a lot to get me to do some dumb shit. Don't tell anyone, but let's just say the last person to make me, quote unquote, snap had an unwelcome visit from a SWAT team. I know people, and I'm not someone to fuck with.
Still waiting.
Dear Spectrum Heat, bring your bitch ass on down. Illinois, Romeoville, bring your bitch ass on down. I hated Windy City Con, but if you really want me to be there, I will show the fuck up. I will be at BabsCon. Bring your bitch ass on down.
I got a hotel room number I can give you. Stop on by, please.
I will put down my drink and I will give you the first shot. I will fold my arms behind my back and stick my chin out there.
Little does he know, behind him will be the elf with a baseball bat.
You dumpy
There will
retard.
be no beat. I don't know. I don't see any. I've never seen a beatdown happen at BabsCon, and I hope I never do. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus. Fucking
Boy, if I saw a beatdown happen like that at BabsCon, I would hate to see something like that.
fucking Tonka over here trying to get all tough with me and shit. That alcohol kicked in just right.
I got a grapefruit White Claw now. It's grapefruit flavored.
Oh, messages. Hoopst. But yeah, for anybody who wants to check out Spectrum Heat, there he is. Oh, he unblocked me. That's a little interesting, isn't it?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. But
weird turn of events.
you know what? One sec. I wonder if I'm still banned. Kill the display capture. No.
Still in there.
No, I'm still banned. I'm still banned.
Oh, Elf, I'm trying to do stuff.
He banned all of us except for my
like
girlfriend.
a beatdown not involving
I don't think
Sherry
he
days.
notices me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
good
blend
one.
in well.
Good one, Dark Side. I get it.
Let me check these DMs real quick in case there are anything. Whatever the hell.
I think
that
Patch
is.
said she was gonna beat off Anthony with a donkey. I'm not sure what she
What
meant
the
by
fuck
that.
are you talking about, Jesus, man?
I'm responding to Dark Side's comment.
Okay. Let me send Chicano Brony a fucking.
Yeah, get him.
Hashtag
Read it, Elf.
358. Whatever. I don't want to read that whole thing off. Copy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Add
I
file.
think she was. I think she was describing swinging a Daki mock or a pillow at someone, weaponizing it, as it were. I believe was the intent of that statement.
You
But
sound
the
like you're
double
giving
meaning was hilarious. Much like Dark Sign's double meaning in their comment. That's why it was a response to it.
Chicano. Oh, the Chicano. I see why it didn't work. The. And send.
Anthony has difficulty spelling the.
Shut up. Fucking elf.
That's just one of those unnecessary words. They're always in the way of the words
Yeah,
you
like
need to
like the Mandalorian. Seriously.
Right. No, Anthony, that's not how reading works. I'll tell you how reading works.
Okay, updated my bio for you. I'm not gonna look at this in stream just in case it's not fucking work safe. Let's see.
Definitely, I can see someone's Twitter here on the stream.
Rich Twitter, FBI's free, blah 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 blah. Maps are blocked. Well done, good move.
There you
So
go.
I'll explain the fucking story behind this. The Twitter account was retweeted by somebody I was arguing with called fucking the Daily Pedophile. Yeah, I know, Bernie Inspector, you're smart for not being on Twitter. And they retweeted this account called Lolly Propaganda Bot. And I'm like, hey, look, if you're so smart about, like, this being, not accepted by pedophiles, they're retweeting you. And you're just cool with it, I guess. They seem to... pedophiles are agreeing with your stance. I mean, kind of makes you...
Yeah.
should maybe rethink your fucking
You might
memes,
want to.
buddy.
You might want to try a different angle of trajectory here.
So
Love
you know
what
what?
you're doing.
So I want
But,
to give him credit. He did block him. So this person,
right,
you're okay.
Didn't quite nail his backhand yet, as they
Yes.
say.
Yes, I know some of my peers might not be cool with you, but you're okay.
Best angle of approach on that one. So
Yes.
yeah. Oops.
Yes. Anybody got anything else? How long have we been streaming? Nearly 2 hours. Boof. Oh, hi. Hello, Miss
Nothing.
Pants has joined us.
Oof.
Bonnie's in chat.
Yeah, come on, chat. What do you got?
White Prince is
You're
like,
steering the ship.
can I get a good night from the group? Yes. Princess
Yes.
White Rose, good night.
Good night, Princess White Rose. I hope you have dreams of airships or spaceships, whichever.
Of Brony Inspector riding a Daki Makra through the Milky Way.
No, don't think of that. That's not.
Has
that's
anyone-
a nightmare. That's called a nightmare. You don't want one of those.
Does anyone here know anything about Europa?
The moon.
Yes.
A little. I've observed it. It's interesting.
Do you know about the space fish?
I've heard things. I've been,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about like what's going on over there. I know it was visible, and I've got a deep space viewer, and yeah, that's it. Like,
So Europa's surface is solid ice, but underneath it's liquid water with hot water geysers. And because of that, scientists theorize that
well, it's
there
a good
might be life.
condition. but they've actually determined another thing giving credence to that. So I guess I know a little bit about this just from knowing about Jupiter. That the radiation and the heat generated by Jupiter's more magnetic force is enough to give us, much closer to Earth-like climate for the surrounding moons. So there's a lot of indicators that might suggest that Europa, among other exoplanetary bodies, could support life.
And scientists are actually trying to figure out on how to make a basically little drone thing to go underwater and walk
like
around the underside of the ice.
You're not in Star Fox 64 where you get the submarine. Oh man, just like that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And it just rolls around. It's gonna get lasers and it's gonna
like find a fucking evil octopus crab down there and fucking fight it. It's gonna be great.
I know.
What's up, everyone? Chicano Brony here.
What's up, Chicano Brony?
What's up?
Oh man,
what's up?
He's devastatingly Mexican. Wonderful.
Yeah, he sounds just like I thought he would.
Yeah, I sound like you. Yeah. I'm basically your typical LA Chicano, basically.
Dude, I got another Californian. Holy shit!
Yeah, he's super SoCal. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, dude, I mean, I'm old enough to live through the LA riots.
You started that sentence with the word "dude." That was the only thing we needed.
You sound like someone I know in real life.
Maybe.
Yeah, everyone who's from California.
Well, everyone that's Mexican, California. There's a big fucking difference.
Well, yeah, for sure, there is a difference. I'm not gonna say there's one vernacular universally.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Archer? What's good, my bro?
Hey, Chicano. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Chilling, dude.
Archer is Hateful Tate's #1 arch nemesis.
Nice.
He really hates you for some odd reason.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What did I do? What have I done?
I don't know.
Hey,
Brony, he
Good
doesn't like
to
you because you're friends with Cloudy Brony or some shit like that.
What's up?
Oh, boy.
Hey, I'm actually really happy to talk to you guys in person, man. Y'all, what's it called? I think I've explained this to FGR before, but I'm a cancer survivor, and and I had nothing to do in the hospital a couple years back, so I became a brony. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh wow, dude!
Yeah,
I told you, it's the dark place backstory, dude. You can use it for anything.
Oh shit, he dipped. Well, I'm glad we had him, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I could help him out in his. Oh, there he's back. Cool.
Yeah, dude. Oh, what happened?
Unironically, you sound like one of my brother's
Hello?
old friends.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, what happened?
Oh, never mind. That was on my end. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm a cancer survivor, stage 3.
How's the health now? You doing better?
Yeah, man. By the grace of God, I'm actually like in a remission now.
Fuck yeah.
For 4 years.
So.
Hey,
Dude, that sounds like
congrats.
those sounds like some fucking dark days, dude. I'm glad
one
you
of
fucking
one of
made it.
Rouge's many best friends, as they have several best friends. Miss Pants asks, "What's everyone's opinions on Lolicon?"
Ugh.
I don't really care one way or another, but it's probably a bad look to have. I'm not gonna go after you for it. I guess if
right now. Or...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when
hello? Yeah, get it.
All right.
My main thought is that I might use it to look into someone, but I'm not gonna make a video about it. I'm definitely looking at therapy Rarity sideways when they're like, I've totally cleaned up my act, and like everybody that they're following is like a Lolicon account, and I'm like, sure you have. But if that's all there was to it, I probably would have stopped talking about them. There's like other things.
I think lollies or shotas are cute, but I don't like lolicon. Because I don't like girls.
No, like talking about like lolly as just like a cute aesthetic versus like lolicon, hardcore porn of fucking kids. Those are two different things. Even though I think, it's like, boy, I smoked that weed and never did any other drugs or anything like that. And said no one ever, like, So, like,
there was somebody, Bernie, I forget who it was, not you. Somebody who started talking about mummification. What do people ask about that?
About what?
So one of your people brought up mummification.
Mummification. When are we gonna bring up that?
That's certainly a thing.
Okay.
There are many weird things online that I'd be like, well, that's certainly a thing, all right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Well, I would say mummification, that's a form of, well, hold on, wait, what do you mean? Like a living mummy or a dead one? Because one's necrophilia
it's not
and one is like a bondage king.
Yeah, no, the bondage thing,
Oh,
I think.
shit. Damn.
Okay, all right.
Dude,
Damn.
we may have watched The Mandalorian with this guy.
Oh.
I'm not gonna out them in stream. Just the fact that they brought that up randomly to me and the missus, I was like, I'm gonna kind of lightly poke at that now. Okay, Pants is into that. I'm not shocked that the goth girl is into mummification.
Yeah, how, okay, so we're talking about bondage here. Like, how hard are we going here? What's the...
Well, I mean,
I would say that, Anthony, I would say as far as the rules are concerned, that would be the master's job to go to the limits of the sub and not necessarily anyone's choice outside of that.
Well, that's what the
Wow,
safety
we really go in on this topic.
Yeah, so let's not split hairs. There are rules.
Yeah, there's certainly safety words.
Handcuffs and collars are fine for bondage.
So let's
no
go.
one wants to know your
It's a
do's
little
and
weird.
don'ts. But if mummification were cool, I'd be like, break out the ace bandages. I knew that drawer full of ace bandages
let's go around.
would come in handy someday.
Let's go around the room here, Archer. What's your safety word?
Excuse me?
Is it cloudy brony? Because that's something you probably wouldn't say that's very sexy, right?
I hate you so much.
Cloudy brony's like, what's something I could never say while I'm having sex? I know cloudy brony.
Cloudy brony.
I hate
That's
you.
something that no one would say while they're trying to have
I hate
sex.
you. I hate you.
All right, next person. Elf,
Blue Yeti. Oranges.
My safe word is oranges.
All right then, fantastic. Rouge, what's your safe word?
Never had one before.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Wait, hold on. Shouldn't you know that though?
Chicano Brony, what's your safe word?
I'm staying out of this one, man.
I was gonna say, is it Cubans? I don't know.
Cuban, damn.
Cubans.
Oh my god.
How about you, Discord? What's your safety word?
Holy shit, get off me.
Okay, there you go. That'll work.
Holy shit.
You were a
You're
philosopher.
making that very confused. Like, all right, and strictly speaking, like, I would say that I go for whatever the default safe words for whoever's hosting, whoever dungeon it is. So usually red and green are the default safe words. I'm not gonna like go to your dungeon and start using a bunch of crazy safe words.
Well, red and green is an entirely different game.
Right, but that's I'm just
Well, not entirely different,
Those as examples, man.
As Clay Puffington would say, this isn't my first barbecue.
Right, yeah, okay. Like, oh, you're high. You can't come to the dungeon tonight.
Rouge, I'm sending you a post. It's adorable. Look at Instagram.
Okay.
Oh God, Elf.
I
So
sent you bunnies.
mummification
Love
really
me.
came up. Is that what?
Yeah.
You know what?
it
I
did.
think I know who brought that up. Actually,
It's a very, you should be able to... I explained to him I had a lot of respect for him, and I just felt that he had gone into a weird place there, and I was like,
I
hey.
think that well, he needs to.
It was very weird.
And on.
Damn, y'all going in.
Yeah.
Like that. I think I know who brought that up.
He's a
now
certain kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
Now that I'm thinking about it, well,
Wow.
look, Anthony, there are rules. There's a way this like.
I know, I'm just being,
It's
I'm
a
not
world
gonna...
unto itself, man. You can't.
You started talking to me about mummification to me in front of my girlfriend. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, what the hell?
Damn.
I expect Brony Inspector can get away with that, maybe.
No, I'm sure. No, I'd be like, oh, well, let's have a serious discussion about this. Like,
Okay.
who's your sub? What was the? Oh, okay, I see. Like, okay,
I wouldn't have
how
paid
long
it
have
any
you
heed.
known them?
yeah,
It would be.
If Coyote Lovely would have done that, I would have thought anything of it.
Oh, no, it's like, oh, he's actually talking about this.
I'd have been like, oh.
Okay, cool, cool.
We'll have a talk with
I
the
mean,
missus
like-
later.
Well, I mean, it's like it's America. No law says you can't, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I wasn't bothered.
Like people like BDSM, man. It's a thing. It's just the thing. You're just gonna.
I always
have
thought
to...
it was kind of a basic, really. At this
No,
point.
that's what. Like, I think all the naturals are like, what? That wasn't early on for you. Okay, all right, cool.
BDSM is surprisingly prevalent.
It's got a huge community.
That's like saying you're into BDSM is like someone saying, "Well, I like big boobs. Do you? Do you like water?"
But then you get into the more serious aspects of that, and like, oh no, like BDSM has this whole book of rules you need to adhere to, and like mummification is going to come up casually. Like, there's a lot I think people don't realize about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, this is
You're gonna get weirded out.
This is awesome, man. This is fucking great right here, man. Holy hell. Damn.
I joined Call to see what's
You'll
going
find
on.
out. You will find out why they call me.
So a not so wise man once said, "Anybody seeing good porn lately?"
Nah, I'm a good Mexican boy. I stay out of that shit.
No, you know what? Believe it or
Last time I
not,
watched porn.
no, believe it or not, I actually have an answer to this. So Waffles is like, I need that suitcase shipped out tonight. You need to unlock the other suitcase that you haven't had the combination to and repack it with this other shit. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll get that out tonight. And I get the combination to the other suitcase, and I open it up, and it's like, it's all clop. It's just like clop. It's just like a suitcase full of just like lewd dockies and like 2 portfolios worth of clop and wall scrolls, and just like, it was just like a big old suitcase full of porn. That was last night.
Did you hear that one song? What's it called? Fortuna.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so yeah, I saw some porn lately. I was not expecting it. It was like, oh, that's a lot of clop. I've got like a ton of clop in the inventory right now. Like, it's a shameful amount. I'm like, I would not want to be the one dropping this off at FedEx. Like, you get pulled over on your way to FedEx. What's in the suitcase, sir?
A bunch of horse porn.
Nothing. Just don't open it.
Yeah.
I know it smells like cheap weed and applesauce in this van, but I really, really need you to not open that suitcase. Okay,
Oh damn it.
I'll give you a hint. The combination is my favorite Nintendo 64 game. Oh crap, he opened it.
Is that one fucking flying game from like
no,
World War
but
II?
you can figure it out if it's the hint is there. It's
Okay.
fine.
Oh my lord. Oh wow.
That would not be one I would want to drop off. No, I was just dropping off normal furry blankets at the FedEx.
Okay.
There's nothing strange about that whatsoever.
No, not at all. Not really. The furries engaging in industry. Young furries stimulating the economy.
Someone asked if Kawaii
Commerce.
Pants is a vampire, and I was like, no, just a creepy gnome.
Who's a creepy gnome?
Kawaii Pants. Yep.
I love.
So it's not Brony Spectre is not the Mexicans who are taking away the jobs. It's the furries, then, huh?
Yeah, obvious. Yeah. Here's the thing.
Wait. I know I could get Rouge into the conversation. Go around the call and prescribe a vampire clan to each person.
Oh yeah.
Rouge?
I want to know. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Rouge, what vampire clan am I a part of?
I know what I would go with.
I'm not doing this.
All right,
Tell
fine.
me,
I will do
Rouge.
this then.
Figuring it out,
I think Elf would be a gangrel, hands down. That's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, they'd be one of the nature lovers. Yeah, they would. Okay, what's yours then? What would you say Elf is? I could keep going. freaking Brony
I can
Inspector.
tell you they ain't a gangrel.
Well, Brony Inspector
They're
would
the fucking disgusting creatures. Leave Elf away from that.
Brony Inspector would be a Malkavian. Fuck.
I like that name.
No, definitely.
That's the
What does
nutty
that even
ones.
mean?
There's like a bunch of. We're talking about World of Darkness. We're being super nerds. I found
No,
out.
are
Rouge
we
was-
doing? Is this for an RP we're gonna do later? I'm fine with
Oh,
this.
where?
Oh,
Oh,
God damn.
Brony Inspector invited himself into our roleplay,
Wow.
Rouge. Look at this.
I mean,
yes.
if you because that's obviously what you're like. Anthony wants more people for his group. Okay, yeah, no, I'm down. Whatever. You're
Wow.
assigning
So
me
we're
a.
starting a
You're
vampire
already
game
look.
now?
I really like
you're
Rouge's
already
voice, and I
assigning me
wanted
a
to talk more. That's all.
Yeah, you're already assigning me a class. Fine, I'll join your RP group.
Yeah.
I made up a
yes, let's
story
all
about a
roleplay.
mouse earlier. I can do this.
I'm gonna say Chicano Brony would be a Bruja. There you go.
I get you.
You'd be one of the badasses. There you go.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
Archer would be an Assamite.
Oh,
You'd be one of
damn.
those snake
What?
people.
Snake people.
Yes.
I don't know. I still
Damn.
want Rouge's pick on everything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I want to know what Vampire Rouge thinks I am.
Yeah.
start with Elf and work your way down.
Can be a La Sombra.
El Sombrero.
They think you're a shadow
La
dancer.
Sombra. Elf is evil.
Mm.
Leave them be.
Yes, I am.
No
evil,
elf
thank
like
you.
I do.
Rouge knows a lot more about me than you, Anthony.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Cool. What would I be? What
Yep.
kind of vampire would I be?
No, you'd definitely be a Malkavian.
All right, I figured.
How do you spell that?
What do you want me to look it up for you?
No, I'm gonna look it up myself.
Mal, M-A-L,
Malk.
A-V,
You do it then.
E-I-N. And just put,
IAN.
just put World of
I got it,
Darkness,
I
it'll
got
get
it,
you
I
there.
got it. Got a broken mirror for their things. This guy's pretty ripped. He's got sunglasses on. We're good here.
I could see
Well,
Brony
Katie
Inspector maybe being a
Carry
Tory
the
door.
curse of madness, each gathering a degree of insanity after their embrace. Yeah, I kind of make people around me crazier. That seems to happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Híjole.
Malkavians are clinically insane and will refuse to take and choose to self-medicate instead of take their prescriptions.
Wow.
Wow.
You're catatonia.
I did not have this
Strangely enough.
memorized, I swear.
No, I am reading this off of refuse to take their meds and choose to self-medicate instead because it works out way better for them and people don't know what's good. They never make anyone around them more crazy and don't talk over anyone. They're pretty cool. I like these guys. I totally relate to this. Boy, I can't wait to join your fun RP group, guys.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Vampire
yes.
the Masquerade
I can
alone.
already feel the RP.
We're going
I
down to
will-
stock. We are going down to the Dead Mall parking lot to do a real life Vampire the Masquerade.
So, Brony, did you
If
actually
we do that,
Really
Dead
down,
Mall?
actually.
did you
if
do
we
that?
do that, I will make masquerade masks for everyone.
Did you do the fucking audio for Vizipop yet? I was hoping you could do
No,
that.
I never got around to that because of a bunch of shit. But
I'm
I've
letting you know,
always,
dude. I've already she's done like fucking like a animatic for that character, so I'd get on that as fast.
Oh
as,
shit! I didn't know that there was an animatic for that character.
yeah, I would definitely fucking get that audio in, maybe
Yeah,
just in case,
yeah.
so we could all sponge off a Bernie Inspector.
Right? No, I know. Is it like?
I'm waiting for the day where we go to meet at BronyCon and someone goes, "Hi, Drew. Don't talk to me. I work for Fizzy Pop." Sorry, sir. Please step on me.
Damn.
Well, I don't know. Just like them putting out that other pilot where I'm like, oh, they spent all their money on heavy hitter voice actors. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Man. And then the funny thing is, like, Has-Been Hotel, it's like, yeah, everyone's supposed to have an opinion on it. This is the opposite of how show pilots work. Usually, nobody sees the pilot and everybody sees the show. This one, everyone sees the pilot and nobody sees the show.
I mean, it's up to 17 million. You know what? Let's look that up. I know
It's blowing up pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
No, it's
I
blowing
enjoyed
the-
Has-Been Hotel.
Like,
It's been hyped up since last year.
Yeah.
it's like 2 years of hype, dude. Yeah, to have not completely collapsed under its own hype and been a completely serviceable pilot was a fucking achievement for all the hype it was getting.
All right.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's at,
agreed.
Still
I haven't
17
even watched
million,
the
I
thing
think.
yet.
Let's just make absolutely sure.
I don't know. You ever just feel like, well, I've got this weird backdoor in that I don't even know if it's gonna work. You know what? Never gonna know if you don't record the take and
Yeah, man.
try. You know what
I could bribe people.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get the bribes going. Let's do it.
Shit,
Yeah,
man. I will. I
Fuck
could
yes.
pull some fucking strings here. Holy shit, dude. I said I was willing to pay 50 for a podcast. I'd be way more willing to pay to give you a fucking inroad here. Jesus.
yeah.
Because then I got a whole
Right.
podcast out of just talking to Bernie Inspector, the voice of Baxter.
All right,
but-
no, the voice of Vax. Like,
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time. What do you want?
I know. If you just
You
acted
were
like a
here when
cunt
we
that whole
came up
pod.
with this.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to go through the whole history of
Yes.
something that made this is no, like, because you want me to go, like, listen, audience, the whole reason this character has this voice is because it made Anthony Aguilar laugh once and I kept doing it. Yes, I am the reason. You see everyone, Million Mile Anthony does it again.
Oh, so that's the backstory then?
Well, the voice, the voice just happens to work, and I don't want to. No, now I'm self-conscious. The voice sucks. What are you talking about? I don't have the chops to go up.
When I
get on that.
No, when I thought about it while I was like going to the grocery store earlier, and I was like, if we had somebody who was scummy enough, we could do Dr. Wolf like interviews therapy Rarity.
Jesus.
Or you could do the fucking Baxter thing. I mean, which is way better.
Either one, yeah. And the Baxter thing was just like, I actually was like, well, I know that a lot of the and I tried to actually write that legit, like, I want to keep this in universe. I want to make sure, like, because it's not like I have a script. It's not like I have test lines. I just wrote that thing myself.
It was beautiful. Holy shit,
Yeah,
dude.
and you like.
If it was terrible, I wouldn't blow smoke up your
No,
ass.
and I know that, Anthony. I just like you.
I only have to do that with
yeah, right. You don't owe
It's a
me.
joke.
Don't
I love
owe
you.
me that. Yeah, exactly.
I gave you a layup earlier. All you had to do was like sit there and like, all right, you'd be this cringy class, and you'd be this cringy class. We're all just like, no, I'm too
Now
proud.
suddenly we're all doing a vampire, fucking
Chicano
live
Bernie's in the
action
background. Where's the Mountain Dew?
Dead
Oh,
Mall.
shit.
Like, is
And
there a
Hot
soda
Pockets.
machine at this place? Yeah.
Or better yet, what's the sangria ad?
Nice.
I'll make
fine.
everyone cupcakes.
Indeed.
I would
Other
drink
chocolate.
sangria right
I
now.
will
That'd
make
be
any
really
flavor you
good.
wish.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Someone brings the desserts. I bring in the Mexican food.
Nice.
No cilantro.
I found this.
Oh no,
like,
cilantro's terrible, man. That's the devil's lettuce right
I
there.
got in this argument with Needle at the restaurant. I was like, she's like, taco truck for the win, and I was like, fuck, I can't one up that. But then I was like, then I finally can now because I found this place that's just like a tent. It's not even a truck; it's a taco tent, and it's amazing.
Of course.
Yes,
of course,
it's the
of course.
best. Yes. I'm like, no, it's just a tent and a stove in a tent and a string of like Christmas lights, and that's the whole place.
All right, let me give you guys a little heads up on taco places. The worse the neighborhood is, the better the taco places are. Hands
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Hands
yeah.
down. Hands down.
This is in like a plumber's parking lot, a plumbing supply company's parking lot at
of
night,
course,
only
of
on the weekend. Only on the
Hey,
weekend.
Discord guy, could you change the name of the room to Plumber's Parking Lot?
Plumber's parking
Yeah, I
lot.
can.
Serious.
I'm doing that now.
Okay.
And it's strictly successful because like within walking distance is like a Mexican nightclub where all like the Mexican country music, like dance club is right across the street.
Yeah,
and
because we call that
kill-
in our neighborhood. We call that a paisa bar.
Yeah.
Google that.
Yeah, no, that's the place in my neighborhood would pop up if that were.
Yep.
Like, this is like a 1-minute drive from my house. It's amazing. But yeah, Needle was trying to fuck Chondos, and like lately I have been fuck Chondos because they've been fucking up my food too much lately, and they got way too hyped out. You got to go to the tent if you want the good Mexican food.
I go to my local donut shop to get really good tamales.
See, that's another thing where it's just like, well, is it the other thing good? Are the donuts good?
Yeah, they are.
Then it stands to reason.
So I want to mention this. Someone says here in the chat, stereotypical fangirl. Is there anything new about Draco Nightblaze? As I understand it, he is, I do believe, in the Derpy Brew Discord. I didn't ask him to throw him out because they feel like Toon Critic got a raw deal, and I feel like I'd be wasting my breath.
Yeah, Derpy Burrow, not the best.
No.
It's not a winning crowd.
No.
Draco Nightblaze has popped up on Ponytown.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
And I've seen it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're a parent and you have kids, I would not be like, Ponytown's a safe. No, no, it's not.
Ponytown's not safe.
The only thing I know that just to quote Step, the only reason to go in there is to make swastikas in this fucking grass. I guess.
Yeah. Why was I gonna say that? I was about to say. I'm like, the only fun thing. That's the only thing I've ever done in.
and fucking Brony Inspector is not a white supremacist by any stretch of the...
No, and I am not.
Jesus.
It's just a stupid thing you can do, and that like you try to draw a dick and it's all blocky. Like you can get other items and make a dick, but making a swastika is way easier and way funnier.
What is wrong with you, man?
Oh my god!
I remember it was one of the
I
English.
took my earbuds out for 30 seconds and I come back to hearing it's way easier to make a swastika than a dick.
It is to make a dick.
This is the elf.
That's the only reason I'm not drawing dicks in Ponytail.
This is the elf podcast, and the beginning of the first episode is it's way easier to build a swastika than a dick. Take it away.
It's easy.
Or you just have a swastika as a kid.
To make a dick. Armbands with dicks on them.
Yeah.
Dick armbands.
Oh my god! They really changed the name.
I accidentally stole my brother's pin yesterday.
Okay.
And
What
he's not
happened?
going to give a single shit. We were doing math homework together because I was having trouble with something in a problem, and he's a physicist. Yes, I do. I
Like a
color coordinate
champion.
all of my notes.
I would get. Okay.
I have whiteout, don't worry. And he shoved his pen into my pencil case, not even thinking about it, and I forgot.
This is what? Wait a minute.
Never
Never mind. Go on.
You're gonna make a perverted thing out of this, aren't you, Brony?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Go on. That's not what I'm doing. What do you mean?
There's already a Folgers coffee parody that
is already. Why don't you just? Yeah.
Well, now I'm on a new story where there's a Folgers coffee commercial parody where the siblings that are fucking have the same legal name as my brother and I, and it's so fucking weird.
Wait, there's a Folgers commercial where the siblings are fucking.
It's a commercial. It's a parody commercial.
Oh, a parody commercial. Okay,
Wow.
I was like, someone made this joke already.
Richard, you typed out lewd, and I just thought instead of laugh out loud, lewd out loud. Lol.
What?
Why?
Okay, so someone made a joke that you guys were fucking in a commercial.
No, it's just these two actors in the commercial happen to have the same name as me and my
Totally
brother.
not you guys, though.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make up a name.
Not from the way you make it sound, but
Elf, your name is
whatever.
Bobby from now on. There you go.
Bobby.
Bobby. That
Bobby,
boy
don't
ain't
be
right.
telling people that kind of stuff, Bobby.
My brother has a weird, losing hairline at 20, and I don't want to deal with that shit.
Bobby.
Your hair is not going
Ouch.
well. I had a fun one whenever my dad told me this when I was younger. Don't worry, son. It skips the thing. You'll be on your mother's side. You'll have all your hair, but you'll probably wind up getting cancer. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I didn't care when I was
That
younger.
is a messed
Now
up
that I'm
thing to
40,
tell your child.
yeah,
No, my dad was like, "You'll be short, but you'll have great hair."
it is good hair.
Like, no, and you know, I was like, "It's fantastic fucking hair, isn't it, Father?" Shut up.
It is.
Shut up, short guy.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not the right person to ask, but your hair is just fine, Brony.
Yeah, no, I would say I like your hair too, Anthony. I
Oh,
think
thank you.
got
That's a nice
some pretty
lie.
cool
Is
hair.
this
Like,
the start of a new romance?
no, I've always said this. Like, I've always wanted like to be able, like, I would have like a huge fro if I had your hair, Anthony.
Wow.
Like, if I had curly hair like that, I'd be like, I'd have a huge
I don't have
fro.
to take
Like,
that from
yeah.
Haruka Tenu over there. Anyways.
Like, I got, yeah. I'm like,
Anyways.
the best I can do is anime punk rock hair.
Which is cool. Shit.
Yeah, it's cool. I thank you. I appreciate it. I got great hair. I think.
Yeah.
There
Thank you.
are
I'll
a
take-
lot of people who
I'll take
think
that
you're hot,
compliment.
Brony.
You have cool hair
know.
and you don't have to be fucking what's his name that,
Yeah, I don't have to be. I don't have to
Onision.
make you sign a contract to do all my chores. In fact, if you did all my chores, I'd think you were trying to manipulate me, which is like, oh, chores are coming into the factor now. No, this relationship is over. That's why I seemed so harsh on Billy, because I wouldn't show up to a place and then suddenly think that these person's responsibilities became mine, or like once this person brought up their responsibilities as somehow becoming my responsibilities, I'd be like, well, that's why we need to talk about these kind of things so we can figure out where this relationship was at. So like, I get that sometimes it takes Chris Hansen to point out to a victim that they were getting manipulated, but that's not like, he's really out of his lane on that whole series. He's not as like tonally, he's like, I would say tonally, he was almost as bad as we were.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is Onision like the premium person that we want Onision talking, or not Onision, fuck Chris Hansen talking to?
I think like him going like, well, I wrote a bunch of bad checks and lost my show, and now I'll go after internet predators, even though the internet is already pretty good at doing that on its own. It just sort of seemed like a has-been going into a very well-occupied lane. And that's why I was harsh on it. That's why I was harsh on it as content.
I would pay $100 for Chris Hansen to interview Kira the Wolf.
Fuck yeah.
That sounds fucking
yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
I would fucking be like, yes, this is the greatest day ever. Holy shit.
No, fine. Like, and that's one of those things where I think that everyone would definitely like, you know, signal left and get out of the lane and let Big Daddy Big, like, he can write as many bad checks as he wants at my docky booth. Like, once he goes after something like that.
Especially if he makes him cry and stream, that'd be goddamn
good. Yeah, I don't need a long-winded interview with the victim. It was something where, like, I think a lot of the internet people who cover this kind of shit on the internet knew that keeping the victim out of the spotlight was always good form, and I don't think that Chris Hansen quite got that message.
Chris, let me give you some advice. Go up to Lou the Kitty and sing, "I can be your redemption."
Yes,
yes.
Tell you, I can be your redemption. Yes. Do you want that redemption? Say the thing I said to her.
Damn.
And you know the funny thing is, it would redeem Chris Hansen.
And it'll work. Yeah. One of these guys will get their redemption.
Yeah, I know. I would pay pay-per-view prices to hear that.
Dude.
That'd be epic.
Popcorn is already being popped. Yeah.
I'll sell the tamales outside the fucking venue. For
right?
God's
No,
sakes.
exactly. Like we got like ice cold water, $1. Melones, sweet, good.
Elotes. Damn it. Y'all cool people, man. Y'all cool.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, man.
Yeah.
You're cool people too, Chicano.
Yeah, you're good, dude. It's been...
Hey, like I said, man, I've been a long time fan, man, and thank you for this.
Would you like an ad to Limbo's Discord?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Cool. Would you like one too, Archer?
Been one hell of a lunch stream.
Wait, what?
Would you like one too, Archer?
You already added me.
Okay, cool. Just figured I'd ask.
Did you forget about me that fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're that dude that hates.
No, dude, perfect.
Ouch.
Archer, shut up. You got a good thing going here.
Yeah, Archer, I remember he was literally that dude that Hateful Tate hates.
Who are
Got
we
it.
having?
Thanks a lot, man.
I had Blinker right now. I
God.
want to know who it was so I could send it to them.
Oh shit.
Ah, damn. Yo, this is cool, man.
Yeah.
This is dope.
Oh, shit, that's the square root of 17?
That was pretty.
Same here.
random.
This was cool.
Oi.
Oy vey.
Oy vey, indeed.
I don't know, Alex. Did something happen?
Did
On
someone
Twitter?
happen on Twitter?
Did it?
Yeah.
Did something happen?
Let me blank the screen so I could check Twitter real quick.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
What? Did it? Did it really?
All right. Let's looking through Twitter since I can't do this in stream because I know at least one or two buttholes I follow. There was somebody, I forgot who just had some random picture of like some dude who wasn't like YouTube safe. It was some guy in like inappropriate attire, and I was like, I just wanted to make sure that when I reached out to him, I'm like, you're not some predator, are you? He's like, excuse me? No, I'm just making sure. Why are you following me? Why am you following me? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's from the BronyCon stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. I just have to ask.
Damn.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your ass safe. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I do just follow people because I'm worried about them going private, and I'm like, sometimes you could get an extra peek at what the fuck's going on. I did that with Pro Jared's fucking like mistress, which
damn.
she fell off the fucking earth. I don't remember what happened to her. I know he talked his way out of it, but you know her a little less so. I forgot what her damn name even was.
Fuck. When someone goes ghost, they fucking mean that shit for reals.
Yeah. Somehow we got into a discussion about Jared fucking on Twitter. I'm trying to remember how that shit went, and I said, to the best of my knowledge, he answered everything that he needed to, but the fact that he stayed quiet as long as he did just looked weird, so, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
He did talk his way out of it, and I absolutely feel that he, you know...
Which case was that?
So Pro Jared was the one who fucking, like, it all came out that he was, like, posing nude and stuff, and people...
Oh, yeah, that one got pretty well debunked, didn't it?
I mean, the nudes were his, but he's
okay.
like...
Yes, but unless there was some fucking Better Call Saul level Breaking Bad background bullshit happening,
yeah, no,
he didn't do it.
There was some. He had like screenshots proving that he'd asked the kid's age, and the kid said that they were over of age. So yeah. As far as I know, he's completely in the clear as far as legality goes. Is he a little weird? Yes. Yes, he is.
We were never asking that. The question no one ever asked. Yeah.
It's an understatement.
Yeah. I didn't. There was a point where it was months later. I was like, I can't believe he managed to talk his way out of that. So yeah, I do try to keep my ear is open to see if somebody like
like Mike Ehrmantraut's climbing through an air vent somewhere with like a rifle and yeah it's like some
with the 30-38 rifle and shit.
Backstory shit like.
Oh damn!
Sometimes it takes a couple of months for things to get.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, who really knows? I know that like honestly, there's this kind of stuff where once again the drama will. How entertaining!
Oh, Holly
was
Holm,
it, really?
You're right. Yeah, Kayla mentioned it. I haven't I kept up with her and probably just as well. It's none of my business at this point.
Were there people just like on the edge of their seat getting entertainment value out of the Pro Jared stuff? I wonder that.
There were a couple, like it was a hot topic for like about a day or two.
So there were people who like knew that was
That was a
that
thing.
was to be milked for drama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of my seat. How can you not give me content based on that? Yeah, I get that.
Like, are you
aspect of
kidding
it,
me?
yeah.
DSP got to roast fucking goddamn.
Oh
Koji.
yeah, and it was
and he did it.
well,
in magnificent
he's been wearing that Sailor Moon costume for a long time, and I really like.
good
I think
Lord,
I
have
wore it a
mercy.
lot better than he did. So this is my moment.
Sailor.
Oh my god.
Was it Mercury? I think.
He's been doing his Sailor Mercury cosplay. He thinks he's so hot. Not this time. I wore it better than everyone's gonna know.
Oh, fuck.
Y'all fucking hilarious, man.
Hey, I kept saying allegations.
No,
when that
okay,
happened.
come on, don't, no, it's all good. Thank you. No, it's not that funny.
It's that moment when you find people who are like-minded than you, and you're like, yes, finally.
Nice.
You're doing fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Elf, why did you throw out gay vampire?
Yeah, you didn't even, Elf, you didn't even let me have any fun with them.
Because
Why?
they straight up
Elf?
were like,
Elf, you know I
No.
get
Let
bored.
Elf answer. What is it?
You people.
Rouge had notified me this. Hey, this person in Discord is doing like this super fucked up shit, like talking about like being a TERF and some super like sexist and homophobic and transphobic stuff. And I was reading it and I was like,
I thought they
yeah,
were.
this person doesn't seem like a fun time. And they like straight, like you could go back in General 2 and read it. And it says like strip, they meant strip at one point. Like, yeah, I'm a TERF.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not a fun time.
Oh, I thought
I'm
they.
sorry,
Actually...
what's a TERF? I don't know what that means.
So like,
Trans radical feminist essentially. She's a misandrist. She doesn't believe in in male to female transgenders.
Oh, okay,
men
yeah,
and women
just
should be
like
separated.
one of those trans women are not women. You're derailing the movement.
all
just
right.
Radical
So
feminist
what
type.
Elf you're telling me is that we ran into like the female version of Step, and you weren't like, nope, we've got one of those already. You can go now.
Yeah, kind of.
A feminist version of Step. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not having this shit.
I kind of miss it, but at the same time, I talk to them, so I'm not going to argue with you.
Elf, I can't believe you didn't let me meet this person.
This person might have been Step's true love. Just imagine the kid they would have spat out someday.
Like, somewhere deep in the corners of
I don't
fucking,
think Step and them would have fallen in love. It's like they mentioned multiple times that they hate men.
Yeah, but you know,
They're a lesbian.
I know that's why it's so
That too.
screwed up and delicious. I'm a cringy shipper. What do you want?
It's okay, I should start shipping Riley and Kai.
I'm okay with that.
See?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I can object to
Riley
that
needs
shit.
a strong, powerful woman. And you know what? Kai is a strong.
That's not bad. You know what? That's not bad. Plus, there's a nice balance there.
And it'll piss
Yeah, I
off
like
Step.
Shit.
That's always good. I'd be like, hey, Riley, get her to do a French accent to you when you're in the call.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
God damn. It's so hard to concentrate when you're drawing, but you're laughing at the same time of all the shit that's being said on the call. And
What's on
everything.
the? Wait, you're drawing? Dude,
Yeah.
fucking put it up. That'd make a better stream background than anything we're.
As long as it's work safe for YouTube.
Yes, is this for safe for work?
Or safe for YouTube.
Not quite.
No.
Oh no, never mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good boy.
yeah.
Good boy. You're doing good
Yeah.
work. You're doing good work.
So how big were they? How big were the boobs?
Well, not even like that. It's just like I'm a little bit overly protective about my artwork. You know what I mean?
Okay, no.
All right. Yeah. No, it's all good.
I'm thinking boobs though.
No,
You
nothing
know,
like
you
that.
said
Nothing
it
like
wasn't boobs, but we're
I'm-
still thinking it's
I'm
a
more-
butt. So.
that. I'm more on the lettering side of things, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man.
So like a can girl, got it.
Can girl.
So you're part
What
of
is wrong with you, man?
Can I
So you're part of
Chicano Brony, can you give me a misspelled neck tattoo that fits my personality? What would
Oh,
you
shit,
design for that?
Shit, well, I gotta
Yeah,
go
no, I
for
want
that
you to
one.
think about that. What word should I have misspelled on my neck?
I want a Latino
you're
person to
part of the
redesign
Thick
where the
Thighs
waifu
Save
went and
Lives
do
squad?
it right. Good.
What
I
you
just
guys want me
really
to read?
like thighs. Okay, wow.
Nice.
There's
The elf
nothing
has
wrong with
many
thigh high
pictures to
socks.
provide. They are honestly so warm.
Yes.
I was browsing fleece thigh highs earlier, and I'm contemplating buying them in.
I mean,
You
if
know,
you
I
have a whole
think
closet, if you have a whole closet full of those, Rouge, that's okay.
I think if arm socks are, I mean,
Rose, do you want me to send you some of the thigh highs I was looking at? 'Cause
look,
there's some
guys,
I told you, Elf, I
like,
already have all the ones I need.
thigh
they're
highs are
panda
great.
ones, and
No,
they're
you can always get
fleece.
new. Look, you can always get new ones, and then also like, are arm socks unisex yet?
Yes.
Cool.
You mean they weren't to begin with?
Ah!
Have you got your boyfriend to wear arm socks yet, Elf?
No, but I haven't bought him any yet.
But
Yet.
you haven't bought him
Yet.
any. Oh,
They noticed the yet.
Christmas
He does
is
wear
right
a pair
around
of
the corner.
wear a pair of hand warmers that go up about halfway up to his arm that I've made
Training
him
arm
before.
socks.
Yeah.
So pretty much arm socks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent work.
What the hell?
He doesn't even know what's going on right now.
Wow.
Wonderful. Elf?
Are you painting Elf's boyfriend as like some kind of bimbo or something?
No, Elf is just going to turn
Damn.
him into a girl slowly but surely, and
Okay, whatever.
And what, like I said before, there's some people learn skills and some people just have a natural talent for things. And Elf is a natural. Elf is like I don't know. I turned him into a femboy just for I don't know how I did it. Like you're like someone who taught themselves how to slam dunk or something.
For an inspector,
Christ.
the day I get him into a beautiful ball gown, I will send you a picture.
Wonderful. I hope it's your wedding day.
Is he wearing the? Is he
No.
going to be just like the
Actually, for our
bride?
wedding, we're doing a
I would
traditional
I
Scottish
would
wedding,
love
so
it
he'll
if
be in
you
a
guys
kilt.
listen. I would love it if you guys cosplayed as Utana and Anthe. That would be adorable.
For our wedding, actually, we're going to do a traditional Scottish wedding, so he's going to be in a kilt.
So okay? Well, I guess that's okay. Just cosplay as Utana and Anthe for me. That'd be hilarious. I want to see your boyfriend as the Rose Bride. Yeah.
Okay, well.
Send me
Jesus.
reference pictures. I will make it.
Híjole.
Just
That's a
look
new
up Utana, type Utana into Google, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right.
One of them has pink hair and is dressed like a fucking weird soldier, and the other one's in a beautiful gown, and they duel over the Rose Bride. And if a guy has a planetarium in his office, mark my words on this, he's gonna try to touch your butt.
It's
Oh
Like,
my
don't-
God.
yeah. Don't go into a guy's office who's like, oh, I have this planetarium. Like, don't think that's gonna end without him trying to touch your butt. So just like
What if
that's
you want
Utana.
him to touch your butt?
Then go to his office and watch the whole planetarium show. And that's like a lot of the people in Utana were like, oh, thank goodness Senpai's
damn
touching my
it.
butt. Like, so in Utana, yeah, you've got this show down. Yeah, that's exactly what happens in Utana. So
this sounds
yeah.
oddly
I'm now going to
specific.
get an office with a planetarium in them and never touch anyone's butt.
that's gonna be a disappointment to everyone who goes in there.
That's the point. All right, fine. I'll touch one person's butt. That'll be Brendan's.
See, no one is safe now.
Mm.
You have to do a raffle. You don't know if you win or not until you just shadows get your butt
It's like
gently
getting
touched.
a new Nintendo.
Every
That's
time
how
you
That's how Target gave away the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, Lord have
You get
mercy.
your butt touched if you win the fucking raffle.
Wow.
And all
Fucking
hells
wow.
is going on. It's
Goodness.
divulging into some God knows who knows.
This divulged into that
This is
like
awesome.
an hour ago.
This
Yeah.
is
This
fucking
is
awesome.
just normal limbo stuff.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
Oh,
I love
yes.
this.
Please tell me the definition of not.
What
Law
is
of averages.
standard within an area? What is standard and to be expected within an area and or culture?
Jack Surumgan. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Later, skater, as I would say if I were leaving. But
You
I'm
know
not.
what? We've streamed for 2.5 hours.
That's like 2 hours, dude. We could later skater this whole stream.
All
and
right.
just-
Godspeed, everyone. Time of day.